Hey everyone, this is Preston here, and so today I'm going to be reacting to the NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Texas Motor Speedway, and sorry if I'm talking like this, if you guys know the difference, because my throat's been hurting the past couple days, and so that's one of the reasons why videos have been slowing down, because I've been sick again. As you guys know, I had COVID a couple weeks ago, and it's not COVID for sure because you can't have COVID twice. So it's probably just my allergies. We're now it's time for reacting to this race, y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise as you are able and remove your hats as the Grapevine Police Department Honor Guard presents our nation's colors. Please remain standing as Brett Schisler from Texas Alliance Raceway Ministries offers our invocation.
Would you please pray with me? Most loving and gracious God, we come here this afternoon and we thank you. We thank you for the men and women all over the world that help to keep us free so that we can enjoy an afternoon like this. We come to you this afternoon, Lord, and we ask for your safety. We ask that you be with each and every one of the drivers, with all of the crews, with all of the safety workers, and with our world. And finally, Lord, there are so many in our world and in our friends and our families that hurt. You know about each and every one of them. And we ask your guidance and your healing for the doctors and your blessing upon them and their lives. It's in the strong and beautiful name of your Son, Jesus Christ, we come here and we pray. Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome Texas country music recording artist and four-time Josie Music Award nominee, Janie Balderas.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang glad, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Alright, well, that concludes the pre-race ceremonies. So, get ready for my first Xfinity Series live reactions, because I've done two live reactions already. I've done the Coca-Cola 600 reactions live and the Southern 500. Now it's for Texas, and I might do the Texas live reactions for the Cup race tomorrow as well. So, yeah.
There's nothing we can't find, fix, or figure out together. We're made for this.
And I'm gonna have the live results come on, live standings up on my laptop. So, yeah, when the race starts.
It's a bit too aggressive, isn't it? Okay, yeah, sure, rewind it. How about this? Beg your pardon, but bundling your home and car insurance could save you hundreds. Neighbors, can't go. Little girl. I can't go. Well, what a commercial. Yeah, I know, right? See how much you could save by bundling with Geico.
Wish you could get the feeling of a relaxing foot massage just by walking around? Now you can with new Skechers Massage Fit footwear. The unique Wave technology is designed to gently massage your foot with every step, and the machine washable. Keep your feet happy all day long with new Skechers Massage Fit.
Hitting the road? Not all 5G networks are created equal. T-Mobile covers more highway miles with 5G than Verizon. T-Mobile has more 5G bars in more places than anyone. Another reason T-Mobile is the leader in 5G.
Die Hard. Good choice.
Only one I trust. Imagine if everything had the reliability, durability, power of Die Hard. Die Hards choose Die Hard, and they get it at Advance Auto Parts.
I was just a young and bouncing on my mama knee. She said there's only one thing to set your soul free. Wasn't no easy street where I come from. There wasn't no sleep until the work was done. Pull me under to the bottom of the well. You keep your motor running till that victory bell. One total money to another show. Please start your engines now and rock and roll.
It's NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs from Texas.
Hey, 1 Mile Cup Series. What's up?
And everybody's going to need Andy's frozen custard today, as hot
Lowell.
as it is here in
Yeah.
Texas at Texas Motor Speedway, alongside Brad Doherty.
Even though it's
Just
fall,
over a
can't
gallon
wait for the
with you.
coldness.
And guys, it is the
Couldn't wait
start
for the
of
temperature to go
playoffs.
down.
Probably one of the most difficult rounds you could ever have. How are these Xfinity drivers going to handle it?
Well, it's going to be fun to watch. It's an extreme
Yeah, not
challenge.
only
I
for the
think it
Xfinity,
makes
but the
sense
Cup
for
Series.
knowing you've
And
got
you know,
guys that are
Brad
all
Keselowski
passes
starts on the
there.
pole
Roval, one of the most difficult racetracks.
for the
Coming
Cup
after
Series
this race,
tomorrow.
that makes this race important. You don't want to have to make up a deficit at those two tracks.
Yeah, no doubt about it. If you think about it, the 7 playoff races left, 3 of them
Cool.
are fast, starting with this one.
That's
So
awesome.
you've got to take advantage of this. If you run well here
And
today,
also, my
make it
birthday
spot
is
out,
coming
make
in
it a
6
win,
days, which
get
is
the points,
the upcoming
get the vote
Friday,
the rest of the season.
the
And you got
30th.
momentum as we take a look at the playoff standings, getting ready for the start of the playoffs here. Momentum definitely in the corner of Noah Gragson. He comes off of 3 consecutive wins, trying to make it
Cool.
4 in a row. 2,051 points. He's at the top of the list here again. After the Roval, the bottom 4 in points get eliminated.
Yeah, you see how tight it is. It's a big advantage for Noah. Ty Gibbs, Algar, Almondale, they're all in pretty good shape. It's going to be an incredible battle below them. But even if one of those
Gosh,
guys
look at
doesn't
the
have
cut
a bad
line.
day, they're going to have to make up for it. It's a lot of pressure starting this race at this racetrack. And this racetrack is going to be very demanding. It's so hot. It's going to be very slick out there today.
All right, the driver.
Oh, thank you, 1 Mile Cup Series. Appreciate it.
Getting ready for a little
Oh, here
air
we-
to move across them, and that will happen once we fire the engines. Let's do that now.
Here we go.
Here to give the command for the Andy's Frozen Custard 300 is Andy himself, Andy Kuntz, Chief Executive Officer, and his entire team, celebrating a year of growing fast and serving the world's finest frozen custard. Our members of Andy's family, franchisees from around the country, and team members who keep it all churning every day.
Beautiful day in Fort Worth, Texas. Since 1986, the Coots family, along with store associates, vendors, franchisees, and customers across America, would like to welcome you to the Andy's Frozen Custard 300 at Texas Motor Speedway.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Drivers, start your engine!
All right, let's get the Xfinity race started.
It's the start of the playoffs, and it happens right here at Texas Motor Speedway. Green flag when we return. Hitting the road, not all 5G networks are created equal. T-Mobile covers more highway miles with 5G than Verizon. T-Mobile has more 5G bars in more places than anyone. Another reason T-Mobile is the leader in 5G.
Pain used to keep me from what I love most. Not anymore.
I think Noah Gragson might win today's race. Maybe someone like Ty Gibbs or something. I think it's either going to be that Junior Motorsports or Ty Gibbs again. Because they've been really consistent this year.
When you think Homestead Miami, it's everything. The vibrancy of South Beach and the calm of the Keys. It's where you get a weekend of a million thrills, leading to one of the final chances to make it to the championship floor. It's everything we all think of when we think Miami, but so much more.
I love this damn racetrack.
Get your tickets now at HomesteadMiamiSpeedway.com.
Limited acts of evil, acts which you could not comprehend.
Toyota will be fine for me. So yeah, I don't know if tomorrow's Texas race for the Cup Series will be quite entertaining because, well, not quite. I don't think it's going to be as one of the favorite races of the year because Texas Motor Speedway is not the place that the track holds for best racing. But I don't know. Let's just hope something good can happen at Texas tomorrow. Yeah.
Once upon a time, Texas was all cowboys and cattle, bourbon and barbecue, astronauts and yeehaw. Well, times change. Also, they don't. NASCAR playoffs continue in Texas on USA.
NASCAR on USA is brought to you by Andy's Frozen Custard. World's finest made every hour. Toyota, let's go places. And by Credit One Bank, a credit card company.
Man, that's fire.
All right, the field about to roll off of pit road. Let's take a look at today's starting grid brought to you by Andy's Frozen Custard. And up front, it's going to be Brandon Jones and Noah Gregson. So much success already this year out of Noah Gregson. Brandon Jones looking for another win. The 25-year-old out of Atlanta, Georgia, won the pole earlier today. A little bit further back here in the field, Josh Berry, Steve mentioned, still his pick, even though did not have the qualifying run that he was hoping.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the what is it? The pull up in the screen share my screen.
Parker Retzlaff and Stephen Parsons. They're in row 12. You see Parsons has to go to the rear, as well as Yaley and Bartons. All right, Burton, let's see if we can dial up the driver of the 11, Daniel Hemrick, before we see the green flag today.
Hey, Daniel, it's Burton up in the booth. You with us? A lot going on today. Starting the playoffs, exceptionally hot. What do you think the most challenging part of the day will be?
Yeah, I'm surprised the 11. I didn't even know the 11 is the winningest number in NASCAR. I actually didn't.
The battle of attrition, not being able to take lane, so when the line does come in, get to the street quick enough. The
You mentioned that the resin on the racetrack, that black area, how long do you think it'll take before you start running in it?
Yeah, I mean, the green part's natural. Here, early in the middle part of the day, then I'll be applying forward for some of that. Who knows, though? And just change on, it's a different thing.
All right, buddy, good luck. Have fun.
Absolutely, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for having me. And quick shout out to the Vanderlei family for all taking about for more. And George probably folks doing that with us today.
Yes. Lucky enough to ride along with Daniel Hemrick, the men's store.
Oh, 1 Mile Cup Series, you absolutely know my jam. Eminem's my favorite rapper, so obviously this one song's one of my favorites ever. Well, Rap God's my favorite Eminem song, but I mean, I like all of them. Eminem's just a pure genius and a goat, okay? Greatest of all time. I all gotta say.
Let's get a few more storylines before we see the green flag. We'll start with Kim.
Well, playoff driver Riley Hurts is having a career year, although he is still looking for his first series win. And the team would love to get to victory lane today, but Riley told me they don't want to get greedy and start making mistakes, looking for too much. As you see Riley there in the Baja Vida Snacks on-board camera, bright shot. He said they won't change anything they've been doing this year now that the playoffs have started. It's consistency, he said, that's been their strength. That's what got them into the playoffs, he feels like. And as long as they continue to be consistent, they can make it into the round of 8, he said, without a win. Parker, he rolls off in the 11th position.
Well, Kim, Brandon Jones enters these playoffs as a 7th seed, but I think he could sneakily be one of the playoff favorites. Why? Maybe it's the 3 poles in the last 4 races or the consecutive top 5s, but most of all, it was hanging out with Brandon Jones earlier today, just how calm, how enthusiastic he is about these playoffs, and how much confidence he has in this race team and the way
Certainly is. Agreed. Huge time.
He'll continue to show that, Marty, throughout these playoffs.
Parker, earlier this week, Josh Berry admitted, I kind of wish we were coming into the playoffs with a little more momentum. We have struggled to execute, especially at the end of races, the last few weeks. Coming into the race today, they decided to go with their teammate, Justin Allgaier, set up the result, an extremely loose race.
If Brandon Jones makes it to the championship 4, I mean, I haven't been watching Xfinity that much this year, but I mean, I am going to be watching Talladega if I don't go, that is.
Yeah, Marty, they'll try to be working their way forward after a poor starting position for the playoffs.
Yeah, like if Brandon Jones makes it to the championship 4, I'll be surprised.
Cockpit box and the race breakdown.
Well, Rick, you talked about the heat, right? It's going to be a factor for sure. It's a very difficult 1.5-mile track. A flat turns 1 and 2, bank turns 3 and 4. And that challenge from one end to the other is really what these drivers are going to have to compromise with. 200 laps, 45 laps, stage 1 and stage 2. The final stage, much longer, over 100 laps, 110 laps, fuel window, around 60 laps, just a little bit before, a little bit after 60 laps, just a little bit before, a little bit after lap 60 laps. So no fuel needed for the first or second stage, but a pit stop required in that final stage.
Thanks, Steve. And the field 2x2 working their way around this 1.5 miles, and a few more updates before we get to green. Kim.
Well, Jeremy Clements will start in the 10th position, and that was the first win of the weekend for this small team. I talked to Jeremy yesterday. He was really concerned about how hard it will be to pass today, which emphasizes the importance of qualifying. Now, this is Jeremy's best Texas start in his 28th race at the track, but when I checked in with Jeremy before he hopped in the car, he was worried about what the car was going to do over the long run. Parker, he's not sure that car will be able to hang.
Well, Kim, for Justin Allgaier, he comes in this race with 3 wins on the season. I think it was Steve who said maybe this is the year that Justin Allgaier goes all the way to win that Xfinity Series championship, and he would agree with you. He told me his plan today is to go for the win. He said,
yeah, if Justin Allgaier wins the championship, I'll be happy. Even though my favorite Xfinity Series driver currently is Daniel Hemrick.
Parker's drivers come down pit road to check their pit road speed. We'll ride on board with
Daniel Hemrick's been extremely quiet this season.
And Ty certainly has the numbers on his side. He's won 5 of the last 7.
Because I'm surprised he's not doing as well as last year. I'm really pretty surprised.
And his crew chief, Chris Gale, won both races here last year. He certainly knows how to guide someone to victory lane. And also keep this in mind, Rick. Earlier today, Ty Gibbs, of course, doing double duty this weekend, ran the Cup Series car. He has a little bit of knowledge about that traction compound and how it's come in and how that might affect the race early on. Ty Gibbs, no doubt, will be up front, one of the championship favorites, ready to kick off the playoffs.
Yeah, Marty, double duty, subbing for Kurt Busch, so that's why he's running in the Cup Series. And we're just hearing from NASCAR that he's going to have to go to the back for unapproved adjustments. So Ty Gibbs will be giving up a top 10 starting position and have to roll to the back. Not doing it yet, of course. Want to take a look at the playoff standings. Again, you look at Gibbs, a driver who's up here inside the top four, Gregson, Gibbs, Allgaier, and Allmendinger. Those have all accumulated over 30 playoff points and put them up in the top four. That's the goal, is to be in that top four when you go to Phoenix at the end of the race. Is there a driver that's outside of that top four right now? And Jeff, we'll start with you, that potentially could break into that top four?
Well, for my championship four, I think Austin Hill. I think that's a bit of an upset. I think Austin Hill getting there is, not expected, but I think this team is starting to come together. Austin's starting to figure out what it's like to drive in this Xfinity series. And I like the races coming up for him. So I think that he's a guy that can upset someone and move himself.
Yeah, Gibbs will be going in the back.
Yeah, for me, it was the guy we were just looking at right there, the front end of that painless, that race car. It's Brandon Jones. Come on. This is 4 poles this season, so they got a fast race car. He's got 6 top 10s here. He can absolutely get it done. He's talking the talk and walking the walk. Those race cars are getting faster every week. Watch out for Brandon Jones.
Brandon Jones potentially break into that top four and run for the championship at Phoenix. All right, Marty, what's going on with the 54? Why does he have to drop to the back?
Yeah, just checked in with Chris Gale. He said we had a very last-minute adjustment we had to make. It was called by NASCAR as an unapproved adjustment. So one of the quickest cars going all the way to the back. This is going to be fun to watch early in the race, Rick.
Yeah, on a very hot day. As a matter of fact, this will be the hottest Texas race for the Xfinity Series ever, as the temperature climbing over 95 degrees.
Gosh.
On 96.
The hottest race in NASCAR history in the Xfinity Series at Texas ever. So, gosh, these drivers better get hydrated.
In this first stage, he's got the whole race to do it.
Mentioned the heat already. Trying to hydrate a little bit there as Ty Gibbs as he fell to the back.
Don't worry about Ty Gibbs. If you think about it, the mile and a half, we've had 5 different winners, but if you bump that out in the last 5 races, you bump it out to 7, there's been one person that's won 3 of the mile and a half. That's Ty Gibbs. So if anybody come from the back, it's Ty.
You think he's the guy today?
I think he's the guy. So I'm picking to win this race.
Well, we have Brandon Jones up front.
All right.
As the playoffs begin.
Here we go. Green flag. Let's go racing at Texas for the Xfinity Series. Oh, gosh. Whoa, gosh. Yeah, it looks like he just... Wow. Wow. I cannot believe that.
What a crazy start. Wow. The pole winner sideways on the apron on the very first lap.
Jeez.
He's driving with a little angst here as he's trying to get back to the front.
That could have been a big crash on lap 1.
Let's go back and see what happened. See right here on the start, the 11, Hemrick pushing, just trying to help him. Maybe he just turns him around.
Oh.
Wow.
Gosh, dude. I don't know how he was able to save that. Like, dude. How? That's pure talent. I cannot believe that. He just absolutely just saves it. I mean, I've done that in NASCAR 15 before. Gosh.
They just dropped the green flag. They're not in full pace getting into turn 1, so I think there has to be contact. They're on the left for
That's shocking. That is pure shocking right there.
That wouldn't happen, but he's pushing on the left for a quarter panel.
So Jones fell all the way back to 20th and now to 19th, so he'll have his work cut out.
I don't think Jones is going to be happy about that.
The 11th of Hemrick.
Hello there,
thing you can do at that point, right, is just focus on what's next. Daniel Hibben didn't mean to turning sideways, getting into turn one. That exposed him to danger as well. But
yeah, I know that wasn't intentional.
That's exactly what Brandon Jones was doing. He got that wiggle down in turn three. He hasn't said a word since that incident. The team only said they're going to attack him. Brandon has not keyed up once. You know, maybe frustration.
Lowell.
Wow, big wiggle. So Jeff, if you're in this first stage, you're a playoff driver. I mean, are you just trying to get good feel for your race car, or are you charging? You're trying to pick up spots. You want to make sure you put yourself in position to get stage points. What are you thinking about right here?
Well, I want as many stage points as I can, but at the same time, I have a racetrack that this is the first time I've been on with other cars. I don't know about that second groove. I don't know if I can go up there just yet. I'm not going to be the first one up there. And, you know, talking about that, Ty Gibbs, he's only gotten to 29. Right?
Hard to pass.
Yeah, if this was a track that he trusted the outside, he'd be way further up to 29. He's just taking his time. I think a lot of guys are right now.
Noah Gregson only leading.
Brandon Brown just in front of AJ Allmendinger. Those two running 7th and 8th. Brandon Brown started this race 22nd and has been able to move all the way up inside of the top 10. Gregson up front. John Hunter Nemechek won the race a year ago, running second. Allgaier, Hemrick, and Landon Castle.
Oh, I didn't realize John Hunter was in this race. I just now realized that.
You're right there. He got at the racetrack. Now he's 3 wide. He can't just sail in there like he wants to. Now he's on the outside of 3 wide. What is he going to do? How's he going to handle this situation?
I mean, we'll see what happens.
Well, he's going to squeeze right in front of the 45 is what he's going to do. So Stephen Parsons had to check up there.
We'll hand out the weapon. Thank you.
Marty.
And he's actually lost a couple of spots the last few laps, trying to be very cautious. He's asked his spotter, Tony Hirschman, a couple of times, is anyone using the stuff? That means the traction compound that's a little higher. That's a darker surface you see up in that second groove. But, Jeff, I think it's just too treacherous right now to really get up there and try it intentionally. So Ty Gibbs really tiptoeing his way through the field, trying to get spots when he can.
I think that's a smart thing to do, Marty. I think it's just this early in the race, yes, you want stage points. Without a doubt, but you don't want to do something that's going to ruin your whole day, and you can't be in denial about the condition of the racetrack. You see right there, he's starting to push it a little bit, get on the second lane.
Goodness.
Once he gets a little more trust there, I think he'll start making up some serious ground.
We saw him go by Mills. That was for the 25th position. The next car in front of him is going to be Jeffrey Earnhardt. As you see Justin Allgaier here, Allgaier running 3rd.
What has happened, though, Rick, is that typically we would have seen him flying through the field. And he's 10 seconds behind Austin Hill at 10th. So if he doesn't get a caution, can he find his way to get stage points? That not being able to take off early, Brad, is may hurt him in the as far as opportunity to get stage points here.
Yeah, and he's so good on these mile and a half, so, you know, it has to continue to be preached to him. Be patient, be patient. Because, like I say, unless something happens, he's not going to make up all this track position. He's going to have to get that on pit road or on restart. So you got to be patient, got to be smart. Long day ahead of you here. Just take your medicine and keep making easy plays. Taking what
How long does it take to get around Texas Motor Speedway? Because if I can do that, divided by 200.
Across the stripe, and Nemechek is going to take the lead away.
Wow. John Hunter Nemechek, man. If he goes back to back.
Obviously, last year winning this race.
Yeah, because he went back to back last. If he goes back to back again, if he goes back to back and wins again, then.
Could we see another non-playoff driver win a playoff race? Which
Yes.
we've seen in the Cup Series over and over.
Yes.
Could it happen in the Xfinity Series too? Well, just behind them is the 7th of Allgaier running in that 3rd position. He's 2 seconds behind him, Parker.
Hey, you see that line difference there for John Hunter in turn 3 and 4, just creeping up to the high side. That's something Justin Allgaier has been doing too. But we talked about the condition of the racetrack. Take a listen to how he talked about the grip level just moments ago.
There is like no grip right now, Jason. It's not just me, it's everybody. Jason, I would swear to you there's oil all over the track if I didn't know any better. You know what I mean?
Oil all over the racetrack, that would be 0 grip, but I'd say time to explain.
Oil on the track?
Out
What?
there with this top racetrack for Justin Allgaier. He's been moving around, as I mentioned, between the
bottom lane and
What is going on? First Brandon Jones spun out, and now all guys said there's oil, could be oil on the track.
Parker, I think that hole in the track is coming from inside of it. That sun is making it. It is just
Probably.
God, it's so slick right now.
Probably because of the track temperature.
He has compared to the cars he's going by. John Hunter Nemechek out front.
COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too, by asking your healthcare provider if an oral treatment is right for you. Oral treatments can be taken at home and must be taken within 5 days from when symptoms first appear. If you have symptoms of COVID-19, even if they're mild, don't wait. Get tested quickly. If you test positive and are at high risk for severe disease, act fast. Ask if an oral treatment is right for you. COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too.
Hitting the road, not all 5G networks are created equal. T-Mobile covers more highway miles with 5G than Verizon. T-Mobile has more 5G bars in more places than anyone. Another reason T-Mobile is the leader in 5G.
My skin, but better. Everyone wants it. This does it. Pure Match Nude Tinted Serum. 1% hyaluronic acid in a foundation.
Feels like second skin, naturally radiant.
Pure Match Tinted Serum from L'Oreal Paris.
We're worth it.
Toyota, let's go places. With a new leader, expectations are mile high. But the 49ers, who came close to the summit last season,
Looks like the caution's out because I can tell from the screen from my screen share. I wonder what happened.
Streaming on Peacock.
And the first caution has come out here in Texas. Jeffrey Earnhardt in that 26 has made some serious contact with the wall.
Gosh, big contact there.
Back end damaged as we see him with the window net down, attempting to climb out here. The AMR safety crew to him.
Did he just lose it?
It's like running 23rd. Let's see if we get a peek at what happened here.
See the tire marks there.
It's like a little old racetrack.
Underneath another car.
Oh,
Bit of contact.
Oh,
Around he went.
yeah, it looks like he might have just lost it or just contact.
Yeah, he made contact with the inside wall.
Oh yeah, he got loose.
It pulls the air off of your car. You lose downforce.
Gosh, that's big hit. That's big damage right there.
You cross over it, and away you go.
So unfortunate for Jeffrey Earnhardt. He brings out the first caution here. So that means a restart. We saw what it was like for Brandon Jones. That'll be a difficult one there. Competition taking place right now in Charlotte. It's the President's Cup, and the Americans continue their dominance against the international team right now, 10-4. Woo! Coverage for Quail Hollow Club in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's tomorrow at noon Eastern on NBC and Peacock.
What's called waxing.
So far,
Getting waxed.
well, when it's warm, when it's hot, all you got to do is try the Almond Dinger Concrete. That's right, we saw him earlier with it. today at Andy's. You can sample that. Visit eatandys.com/racing league.
Man, I done had about 4 of them Andy's frozen custards.
Almond
That thing's
dinger.
good,
I
man.
think you've had about 8 of them.
Well, let's do
You like to use the words there? Almond
I
dinger?
like that. They need a big bread something.
That's what they do.
Big bucket of it, too.
Big Brad's
Big bucket of custard.
Berrylicious custard. I like
That stuff is good, man.
it. Is.
It's part of my diet, too. My dietitian said I could have a little bit.
So it's John Hunter Nemechek who's out front. He won a year ago. Played the
Gosh.
spoiler role a year ago also. Gregson, Allgaier, Hemrick, and Castle. And 4 sets of tires on pit road. Have we seen a lot of tire fall off? Do we change tires here?
Well, I saw a lot of tire fall off you and Brandon Jones. Those tires fell way off. You get turned around going to the corner. But, yeah, Jeff, what do you think? You come down pit road, get good or even?
I don't think you want to bid right now if you don't have to. It'll be interesting to see what Brandon Jones and that team does. They're going to stay out. This shows you right there. They just decided it's best not to. There are some teams that could try to take advantage of this to try to steal some stage points.
We see Sheldon Creed. He has come to pit road. A few other takers there. When we come back, we'll have a restart.
Oh, hey, Union Pacific Band 2000. Wow, you're actually at the Xfinity race. That's pretty cool.
We choose raw materials, already made. It takes a special kind of person to build their world from scratch. And a special set of tools.
And there's been talks about I might not get to go to the Talladega race because of the potential hurricane that's gonna strike my area. Potential hurricane that could strike my area as a result, and because of Mother Nature, probably. And I'm not sure. But we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. And there's also been talks about me probably going to my first Daytona 500 next year
Hey, Dave. Yep. Wait.
as well.
There's
So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But currently, John Hunter Nemechek leads this race.
I race Daniel differently.
Go inside the competition at Charlotte.
I don't understand why he wants to race me so hard. He didn't like it.
Race for the championship Thursday in town, USA. Chicago Wednesday is TV's #1 rated night of dramas. When this community calls, we respond.
There are people who stand steady, who hold on to hope, who continue to fight for the greater sake.
Whatever it takes, every single day.
One city,
One family, one Chicago, stronger together. Chicago Wednesdays on NBC and streaming on Peacock. You know where we are? We're gonna find a way back home together.
more sinkholes are coming. You need to tell me what you know. The answer is inside that building.
Does that mean there's a way out of it?
I just want my family back.
Make sure to download the official app of NASCAR. You can follow the action with free live scoring. There's in-car cameras as well as radio broadcasts. Just search NASCAR in your app store to download and start a free trial today. It's NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs on USA. The Andy's Frozen Custard 300 up front is John Hunter Nemechek. Back there in ninth, Parker. I see the 16 car of Allmendinger. Is he happy with the handling of that car?
Well, he's the regular season champ, too, coming into this race. It had a lot of optimism, but take a listen to what he's had to say about that car on the radio.
Ooh.
So, all the way through the corner, these guys just railed it up. I'm like, the right rear feels like there's 100 pounds in it right now. All right, man, let's chill out, take a deep breath here. I really wish they just stopped putting it down on the racetrack, the manufacturer racing. Like, it's so annoying for us running it.
And here's the funny part about that. Just moments before this race started, I was hanging out with him and Chris Rice on the grid talking about how Colin had brought some updated cars here. They were really optimistic. And AJ said, you know, I ran the most laps in practice I've run at a track like this in a long time because I'm so happy with this race car. I think we can win today. Well, I think they're going to have to find a little something. They're trying to get the 100 pounds out of that right rear if they want to go up there and contend for the win.
Brett, you're familiar with AJ and his radio chatter.
Familiar radio.
Normal.
That is very normal for AJ. He is perfectly fine right now. You take it with a grain of salt. He's giving you everything he's got. He likes to vent, get a little stuff on. Everything's on his sleeve. He's fine. And Chris Rice and those guys know that. They're just going to encourage him. And AJ will keep tooling that thing around here.
This caution was beneficiary. Ty Gibbs, we talked about him, could he get out H points? Had he not got a caution, I don't think he was going to. Now he's up to 17th. And then as we were showing, AJ Allmendinger right with him was Josh Berry. Josh Berry struggled in practice, did not run well, not qualify well, but he's worked himself up to 8th. So forward momentum for Josh.
Saw Ty Gibbs there, making sure his gloves were tight as he gets ready for the restart. Get John Hunter Nemechek, Noah Gregson. They are up front. With Gregson on that outside line. Allgaier, Hemrick, Landon Castle, all time.
Here we go again.
As the Greek flag's back in the air. Hemrick didn't shove John Hunter Nemechek as much on that restart as they're 3 and 4 wide.
Gosh.
And now battling back on the inside for that lead. John Hunter Nemechek trying to get back by the 9. And he's going to clear it.
Brandon Jones again on those tires that are pretty scuffed up, went backwards quickly. Just lack of grip, overall grip in that race car.
Yep, John Hunter Nemechek back to the lead.
Pretty crazy restart right there. A lot going on.
Yeah, I think that one car went out of shape there.
The one car.
Yeah, they see everybody got into the wall. You saw a little. We see looks like
Ooh.
some scrapes on the right side.
Yeah.
Of one of Sam Mayer.
Now watch this about the 3rd row. See, Allmendinger on the bottom. The one car but gets sideways, some contact with Castle. A lot going on right there.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, so it was the contact.
Ooh, yeah, it looks like. Yeah.
Damage to the right side of the one of Mayer.
And also the sound and the picture of the USA Network watching the race on ain't perfect. So yeah, that's why I'm having a little bit of difficulty trying to know what's going on currently because on the live.
Like that's what.
Oh, this is where Sam Mayer got in the wall. Oh. Yeah, he got contact in the wall.
That's where the next step of maturity for this young man has got to come from. He's got to recognize long race, this Xfinity series. That's what it's about. But these are the times he needs to take a step back, Kim, and just say, hey, still long race. I'm mad about what happened, but still a lot of work to do.
Yeah, he's got to keep his head in the game, and one of the goals for beating this team this weekend, they told me, was as long as they stayed ahead of the 51 of Jeremy Clements and Daniel Hemrick in the 11, they were going to feel good. Well, that slight mistake was quite costly as Mayer finds himself in the 20th position, way behind those 2 other cars that they feel like they're battling if they want to move to the round of 8.
And the bigger concern is not just the track position, but the damage. That was a hard hit. That was not a small hit. That was a pretty big impact, and how much damage has been done to that car.
You see Hemrick, he's running in the 3rd spot with Allgaier behind him in 4th. So if Sam Mayer thinks he's going to be running in front of the 11 and the 51, they've got to put something together here.
Currently, Jeremy Clements. Wow. Up +6 above the cut line. That's something.
Having strong effort early on.
Different lines we're seeing run too, even just between Hemrick there and Allgaier. Noah Gregson holding on to the 2nd spot.
Well, earlier in the race, no one will run the top, and now no one will run the bottom. That's how quickly things change. The traction compound has gotten fired off, and now that's where everybody wants to be.
So you hear AJ complaining about the traction compound, and we hear you racers all the time say, we got to activate it. How do you activate it?
The only way it happens is side-by-side action. You get side-by-side action, it gets running in, and then it'll fire off.
Marty, what you got on the line?
Well, Brad, a moment ago, they talked on the radio with Noah Gregson saying, hey, we're in a good gap here to kind of experiment with that higher group in 1 and 2, what he's doing right there, but also the temperatures playing havoc with the handling. Listen.
Like, fluid tight at the same time, just edgy. If I pick it up, that football on exit up to you a little bit as well. Front tires have grip, then they don't, then they do, then they don't, then they do. Both sides, to where I can't open up my hands.
So, Jeff, that was up to the last caution. We always talk about the heat and what it does inside the car, but it also
Is that Nick Sanchez in 8th?
outside the car as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, Marty, it's just low grip. The car is not going to drive well today. It's just not. You just have to make it drive better.
Oh, it's Nicholas Sanchez. I haven't heard of him before.
Because there's just no way.
It's Nicholas Sanchez.
And this track surface with this temperature on it, there's just
Wait
no
a
way you're
minute.
gonna have a good
Is
car
Nicholas
today.
Sanchez Nick Sanchez? I don't know.
Remember, Ty Gibbs, after making unapproved adjustments before the start of the race, had to go to the back as we see the Andy's Frozen Custard on the move. And Gibbs has made up 16 spots.
Looks like he is. Nick Sanchez is in this race. Wait, is he really in the ARCA series as well? Dude, if he gets a top 10 finish, I'll be surprised.
Hey, Brad, you've had young drivers in your cars. When you have a veteran spotter like Tony Herstring, who has spotted Kyle Busch to championship, really helps a young driver. He reassures Ty Gibbs, hey, we made it up to 17th at the last caution. That's good enough. No panic. They still have 11 laps before they get some stage points.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Tony's doing a great job of just talking to Ty, keeping him calm. You got a talented young stud there that wants to go. Be patient. Get him to think about what he's doing going forward.
We have seen him get up front and win races all season long. Right now, it's John Hunter Nemechek that everyone's chasing.
Right now, it could seem like the only people who matter are the loudest. Those who want to tear things down and then fly away on their own personal spaceships when things get hard. But we've got 182,000 people, and they're building big things, new things, things that will change the way we do things. And you might not know their names, but these people get up every day, working together to move us all forward.
This is supersonic Wi-Fi from Xfinity. It's fast. So gaming with your niece has never felt more intense. Hey, what does this button do?
No, don't!
What the heck? Oh, the 38 around.
To the fastest internet on the largest gig speed network.
Are you crying, Uncle Ed?
No! In the middle.
Only from Xfinity. Unbeatable internet connectivity.
Who is that?
So you can do anything.
So you got fine dining, top house cheese.
Yeah, the 38 just spun out.
Burger in a 2-piece cheese soup.
The crispy onion strings have to be the bow tie.
Sonic Top House Cheeseburger.
Get this brioche top hat.
The brioche top hat.
Pain used to keep me from what I love most. Not anymore.
Blue Emu gave me my horsepower back.
It's the powerful relief my joints need.
Blue Emu. It works fast and you won't stink.
We love our new neighborhood.
Yeah, great schools, wonderful neighbors, so helpful.
Maybe too helpful. Well, at least Geico made bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save so much money!
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com. There are just two ways through the playoffs. The first one, elimination. But by the looks of these 12 drivers, it's safe to say that isn't an option. Now the second one is to win the whole thing and forever be called a champion. Thing is, there's only room for one. I am the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs. I am NASCAR.
Second caution has come out. This time, C.J. McLaughlin. You saw him spinning when we were away for break just before the end of stage one. Take a look at what happened.
Just come through the corner. It just kind of turns sideways on him, doesn't it, Jeff?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we don't 100% know what
Ooh.
happened.
Yeah, he just got loose, spun around. Ooh, he didn't even hit the wall. That was close.
He did a good job not hitting anything.
Yeah, ended up obviously the left front down, but that could be from that slide, obviously. But was it the traction compound? Just kind of skated up out of it. Oh man, who's coming down pit road? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Well, we should ask a crew chief.
Gosh, that was close.
What the right decision is as the 38 leaves pit road. Steve, what do you think? Do you come to pit road now?
Not if I'm a playoff driver. If anybody trying to score points, I stay on the racetrack, take my stage points, go ahead and fill my bucket. Now, at the back of the field, maybe Mayer and Jones would try to pit now and flip these guys. Now, the opposite is if all these playoff guys think they're going to come to pit road and you're Jones and Mayer, maybe you stay out, but it would drag the entire field down. In my mind, the better call is to just stay on the racetrack. If you're any of these guys that probably, the top 5 or 6, but it's really going to be follow the leader. I don't see a lot of split decisions here in the Xfinity Series. You're going to have a handful, just the front 2 come to pit road right here.
Yeah, John Hunter Nemechek and Noah Gregson also on pit road. Kim.
And you see John Hunter there roll past his pit box, has to reverse. That's going to be a little bit costly. He said it was just a tick-free. They said, we'll tighten it up. You see the chassis wrench go in. A costly mistake for this team who's going after a organization ownership championship, Parker.
So here's the advantage of pitting early and being 45 above the cut line like Noah Gregson and his team. They come down pit road a little bit better, he said, when we moved up the racetrack, but still so sketchy. He wants 2 bags of ice. Meanwhile, Tompkins was in a position to get stage points right here. They decided to come down pit road. He said the car was a little bit free, but not bad. So interesting. These guys will clearly stay out, maybe give up stage points at the end of the stage, Rick.
Those who came to pit road, Gregson and Gibbs both gaining a spot each. John Hunter Nemechek slid through his stall, lost it 2.
When safe drivers save up to 30% on their auto insurance for not answering their phone while driving, they feel like a pretty big deal.
Steve, did you get the ice?
Even if they forgot the ice. Save up to 30% on auto insurance with USAA Safe Pilot. Get a quote today. The Barn Bar. The county's best hangout. Just got better. Here's to living smooth. To be always smooth, easy drinking, Keystone Light. You know what beats next day shipping? Getting it the same day. So shop Ace online and get free in-store or curbside pickup right in your neighborhood. Or get what you need delivered the very same day you order. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Just how far are we willing to go?
The only way to protect victims is to team up.
We'll fight like hell together.
Wow, that's awesome.
You need to get this conviction. How you convict them? I don't really care.
Just don't get away with this. I am going to help you.
Let's move.
I know what justice is. Time to make this right. No one is above the law.
WWE Raw superstars Bianca Belair and Montez Ford take a spin with NASCAR legend Jeff Burton.
It's time to go fast.
Yes!
Go faster! Was that moment? I'm riding with the legend. Let's go!
How was it? An experience like no other.
Don't miss Monday Night Raw and catch all the action of NASCAR only on USA.
That was amazing.
Drivers about ready to choose which lane they want to restart in, and you had the top 4, Hemrick, Allgaier, Allmendinger, and Berry. Those are playoff drivers. They stayed out on the racetrack. So getting ready to choose either the inside or outside line as they come across the start-finish line now, getting ready for the restart. Here we go.
There we go.
Hemrick chooses the inside, Allgaier outside. Berry was outside as well.
Noah picking the bottom, Ty picking the top, and all these guys have tires. What you would like to be able to do is pick the outside and just roll around the outside, right? Just be able to use momentum on the outside and pass them. But I still don't think, Brad, that they're comfortable up there in that third lane. You know, the second lane they're comfortable, but I don't know that they're comfortable with the third lane. The guys I want to be watching right here: Ryan Sleek, Jeremy Clemens.
Ryan Sleek, what?
They were the last two.
But it's okay. He corrected himself. I was gonna say
stage points.
Ryan Sleek. But gosh, but it's okay.
They're gonna run them down. Kill.
And in the Daniel Hemrick machine, he's P1 right now for this restart. It was strictly a strategy call. Do what the others don't to try and get stage points. They pulled it off. We'll see if Daniel Hemrick can hold out for these next 4 laps. Parker?
Tim, it was slightly different for Justin Allgaier. They told him to do what the majority does. It looked like the majority pitted, but he made the decision to stay out. They'll try and win this stage.
It'll be a 3-lap sprint to the end of stage 1. And again, a playoff point is up for grabs, which these 4 drivers that are up front are very interested in. Hemrick, Allgaier, Allmendinger, and Baring. Austin Hill's up here. Jeremy Clemens.
And he's picking these guys off. He went to the bottom, made it 3 wide, put Ty Gibbs in a bad spot. Ty is way in the back right there. Bill Gregson, a great restart.
Same for Daniel Hemrick. He really got out to a good, strong start. Got to the bottom of the racetrack. He's pulling away from these guys. But here comes Allgaier.
Big wobble by the 16 of Allmendinger through 3 and 4. That dropped him back a couple spots. Josh Berry coming on strong. But look at Noah Gregson and what he's doing with those pressure tires.
Man, Noah Gregson's getting up some good spots.
He has got that number 9 planted to the bottom of that racetrack around that white line. He is coming.
We heard Steve mention if your playoff driver stay out for playoff points, but Noah Gregson came in second onto pit road with John Hunter Nemechek, and now he's going to be getting some playoff or some points, stage points, as we are on the final lap of stage 1.
We'll see Allgaier close.
Yep, final lap.
Can he get down to turn 3 and upset the balance of that 18 car, or that 11 car, excuse me.
Down the backstretch for the final time in stage 1. Now,
here we go.
Hemrick, Allgaier, fighting it out for the win in stage 1.
Coming into the end of stage 1, it's going to be Daniel Hemrick.
Good, 3 and 4. He will win the first stage.
Daniel Hemrick wins stage 1. Great job, Hemrick. Yes.
They struggled all season long with track position. You heard him talk about it earlier today. He gets a great starting spot today, and he keeps that number 11 up front the entire stage. Great job with Daniel Hemrick.
It has been a long time since he has won a stage, all the way back the first race of the year, Daytona, but that now is his 3rd stage win this year.
Great job, Daniel Hemrick. Let's go.
The 2022 Tundra. Toyota, let's go places.
There are those of us who burn our calluses. We choose raw materials over ready-made. It takes a special kind of person to build their world from scratch. And a special set of tools. Northern Tools are problem solvers' paradise. There's nothing we can't find, fix, or figure out together. We're made for this. Start solving your projects today at northerntool.com.
The Barn Bar. The county's best hangout. Just got better. Here's to living smooth. With the always smooth, easy drinking Keystone Light.
She was supposed to be the one. I used to believe in the one. And then I realized there's plenty of savings in the sea. What? Amazon has daily deals, so every day is a chance to meet the deal that catches your eye, that shakes your soul, that changes your destiny. I'm going to go check on those tater tots.
Learn all the ways to save with Amazon.
Hitting the road, not all 5G networks are created equal. T-Mobile covers more highway miles with 5G than Verizon. T-Mobile has more 5G bars in more places than anyone. Another reason T-Mobile is the leader in 5G.
The official app of NASCAR Tracks lets you stay up to date on the latest race and event information from all of your favorite tracks. Search NASCAR Tracks in the App Store to download for free. You can start using that today. Again, welcome back. NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs from Texas. It's the Andes Frozen Custard 300, and Stage 1 is complete. So now we're hearing that the 9 of Noah Gregson is going to come back to pit road.
Oh man, he's gonna lose all that track position.
I think he's going to have to.
Oh.
They went
Yeah.
out there, they got good track position. Obviously, fought his way up into the top 5 for some stage points, but we're hearing that there may have been some lug nuts.
Oh.
Oh man, that stinks for him.
Let's go with that. Man.
I'm guessing driver would love to make sure that wheel is secure.
Hate losing that. Okay.
Yeah, better do that than just lose the car in general.
Before the end of stage 1 are on their way there now, Kim.
And that would include Daniel Hemrick. He told the team, I'm just a little tight. I can't really move around in 1 and 2, especially on entries. You see on your top left, the 11 car of Daniel Hemrick. He's going to stop in front of his team. They told him, we're not going to put a wrench in it, just air pressure on the left-hand side tires, and we're going to pull tape as they put 4 fresh Goodyears in Sunoco fuel. Parker?
I think James the same for his teammate AJ Allmendinger in the top right of your screen. They're just getting too tight after starting way too loose at the beginning of the run. The bottom left of your screen just fell, guys. It's the same thing as we cycle these tires. I just get tight in the center, but I can stand being a little looser on the entry, Marty.
Nice stage 1 for Austin Hill. He wound up finishing 3rd, so the car got way too tight. 4 numbers tight at the end of that run. You see the Noah Gregson there. Yes, indeed, Rick, you had it right. What they wound up doing was they wound up tightening those lugs on the left front. Also topped off with fuel. He'll lose all of that track position he just
Yeah, Noah Gregson.
Unfortunate. He wins the race
lost
off
all
the
that
pit
track
road, but
position.
still an issue for the 9 teams to battle through.
When moderate to severe ulcerative colitis persists, put it in check with Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
When UC got unpredictable, I got rapid symptom relief with Rinvoq. Check.
When UC held me back, I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq.
Check.
And when UC got the upper hand, Rinvoq helped physically repair the colon lining.
Check. Rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission, and a chance to visibly repair the colon lining. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least 1 heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Put UC in check and keep it there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Think you're in control of Monday nights?
Excuse me.
Think again.
I'm in control now.
Damage control absolutely rolling. Raw. Live Monday at 8 only on USA.
Just how far are we willing to go?
The only way to protect victims is to team up.
We'll fight like hell. Together. I'm gonna find this guy. I'm gonna make him pay. You need to get this conviction. How you convict him? I don't really care.
He's not getting away with this. I am going to help you. Let's move.
I know what justice is. How to make this right. No one is above the law.
It's fun to go fast. Fly high. Show everyone just how strong you are. Getting started on what you want to become can sometimes be the hardest part. Sports Engine is the one-stop parents need to get their kids into action. Just enter your sport and location, and everything you need is conveniently clickable. Sport guides, camps, clinics, and more. When your child wants to play, Sports Engine gives you the power to make it happen.
Daniel Hemrick and what he was able to do there in stage 1 earns him the Andy Sweet move of the stage. Staying out and winning stage 1 gets him another playoff point. So a very valuable tool as he tries to advance through the playoffs. Let's go back to the Peacock pit box with KB and Steve.
Yeah, Rick, I think you mentioned it. The storyline for me, we saw early issues of Brandon Jones, the 54 go to the back, but Daniel Hemrick, the big winner. Yes. This is the driver that I'm not sure any of us had moving on right away. It was going to be a tough battle. 10 points in his bucket. Good start to the playoffs. Yeah, it's a great start, a great call. Go ahead and get your points early, and then figure it out from there. And I think that was a great call. I also thought it was a pretty good call by Noah, by Gibbs, Nemechek, some of those guys. That's a confident call. Confident call to say we can pit at lap 39 and still make our way back to the front. Yeah, because now Allgaier, Hemrick, Noah, the guys that, well, Noah had to come in again. Now they're back, way back here in the field, outside the top 20. Kyle, this restart, very important for them. Very important, man. They got to get going, Rick. Lost track position, not a big deal until you have an accident early in this run.
Yeah, that's the big thing that a lot of these drivers, Jeff, as we look at Noah Gragson, he's going to be restarting back here in 18th. Allgaier's behind him, Hemrick as well.
Yeah, Hemrick won the stage, and he's restarted 20th.
Gibbs up front.
All right, here we go again. Green flag back in the air.
Big time. Noah Gregson's got to be really, really patient. Get back in the suit. You got a fast race car, obviously. Take your time. Work your way around those guys a little bit slower than you are. Race smart.
Bottom of the racetrack working very well for John Hunter Nemechek as he pulls out to a 4-car length lead already over Ty Gibbs.
Nicholas Sanchez hanging out up there in third spot, doing a good job. Running the ARCA series, got some wins in that series. Good to see him up front. Get some experience.
Yep, that is Nick Sanchez.
Sanchez, he was able to get in front of Brandon Jones. So, fierce battle on that restart. Good to see a young driver like Sanchez doing a good job on restart. So important.
You mentioned him, a young driver, just 21 years old, but he's got a lot of experience with Patrick Donahue as far as his crew chief. And now up front, Ty Gibbs has been able to make his way around John Hunter Nemechek. So Gibbs, after falling back to about 4 car lengths behind, has made up the difference, and he's now leading here in Texas. As now this is heating up as well. Brandon Jones in front of the 48.
Guys, don't look down. Noah Gregson's all the way up to 10.
There's Noah at the 9. Marty.
How about making 8th, Rick, for Noah Gregson? You see right there, plus 9. He's passing people.
All right, everyone. I have made some on my channel. I actually made 2 upcoming live streams for my reactions to the truck and Xfinity race at Talladega next weekend. In case if I don't end up going, so yeah, I'll end up reacting to those races if I do. So yeah.
I would be concerned. Remember, they pitted. They went and ran 3 laps under green. Finished well in the pass for the lead again.
John Hunter Nemechek dives below the 54. What if there was an issue with John Hunter, and that's how Gibbs was able to get by him? Because John Hunter Nemechek easily got by Ty Gibbs there for the lead once again.
Makes you wonder if both of them didn't have issues, right? They both got tied off 2 or something, and because when we came to the shot, John Hunter was flying by Ty Gibbs.
Kim.
And John Hunter, remember, is the defending winner of this race. Now, granted, the conditions here are way hotter than they were last year, but crew chief Jason Ratcliffe says they used the information from the 54 car that John Hunter drove last year to set it up this weekend, felt really good about it, and they were one of only a few teams that told me that the setup they brought, they felt like tied the 2 ends of the racetrack together very well, so the drivers shouldn't need much. Right now, John Hunter running the 3-1 position.
Well, you remember that pep talk I gave Noah Gregson about taking it easy and being smart? Forget that. He is absolutely flying. He's already up to 7. He is on a rail. So hopefully, by having a fast race car, he can overcome whatever that thought, whatever that feeling is with that vibration. Focus on what's in front of him because he is absolutely mowing them down.
And take a look at this. The 54 once again closed in on the back bumper of that 18. So these two really a dogfight for the lead here in Texas.
It's that 9 car, so we start. Here's the restart. So see, we're taking off at stage 2 here. He's back in the suit. I'm giving the big pep talk. Be patient. Don't pass cars you don't need to pass. Let everybody work it out. Forget that. He's getting them 3 in a clip. He's already rolling. Luke Lambert's got him up on the wheel, and he is rolling towards 6th spot. Great job by Noah. He's just taking advantage of those in front of him because of his confidence. That's why he's won 3 in a row.
Back up front here, and the 18 still about a 2 to 3 car length lead over the 54 of Gibbs. But Gibbs had closed the gap in and was within a car length. Now that stretches out again.
Nice job by Landon Castle holding on that 4th spot. Doing a good job running up the top 5.
How about Brandon Jones?
Yeah, right back in the mix.
Yeah, Brandon Jones was sideways on lap 1, corner 1. And Parker, he's worked himself all the way back up to 3rd. That he had, Jeff. It's been really impressive to see and listen to his composure throughout this as well. You know, you think about that. Have the fastest car win the pole, get spun out in turn 1, lap 1. He never came on the radio and started off. He just kept his focus. The team obviously used some strategy here to get him to the top 3, and he's been very happy on the race car. Just right now, a little tight to the center. He was actually catching those front 2 for a little bit, but it's just gotten a little too tight right now. But happy to be riding in 3rd after that issue at the start pass.
We see Austin Hill moving to the 10th spot. What about Brandon Brown up there in the top 8, tooling around today? Good job of that family-owned team. We've been well chronicled. It's good to see Brandon running well. Marty, what do you have on the 9? Who's rolling, my man?
I have that you're correct, Brad. He is still moving through the field up to 4th with that pass for Noah Gregson, but still talking about that vibration. Here's what he said on the radio.
Good. How's your vibration? Still got one. If it gets crazy worse, you just gotta let us know. Keep us up to date.
He since came on the radio and he said, I think it is getting a little bit worse. It feels like the right front. Also, you mentioned Austin Hill a moment ago. He just went up to the 9th spot. He, too, has the vibration. Jeff, what is it about the playoffs? Always seems to bring out mistakes from almost everybody throughout pit road.
Pressure. It's all about pressure, Marty. It's the same wheel.
Yep, the pressure.
Rich, it's the same lug nuts, but it's a different situation. It's pressure. It's trying to win the playoffs. That's when mistakes are made, but also, Brad, that's when people step up to the plate and make some special stuff happen as well.
That's when you separate yourself. But if I'm Luke Lambert and I'm listening to Noah, you know what I'm telling? Too bad. We are flying. Whatever that vibration is, we got to keep it going on. Let's listen to 21 radio, Austin Hill.
I'm not sure if it's an imbalanced wheel or what it is. They have a history here of vibrating, so I think it's the tire. No, I know, I heard that, but the other time that you said it, it's just we've never had that issue in the spring or so far today.
Well, you race car drivers are finicky, Bert. Now, he just explained to him he had the issue here, but he don't want to hear that. He feels the vibration. He wants a further explanation at speed.
You know why?
Why?
Because he's going about 190.
And that wall is up to you.
It's not going 190 that hurts. It's stopping when you're going 190 that hurts.
He is flying as well. Austin Hill moves up to 9.
Brandon Jones closing in on the 9 of Noah Gregson now. Now, Brandon Jones, what a start to this race he's had. Spun going in turn 1, was sideways, fell all the way back to 20th, now has fought his way back up into the top 5, running 4th, trying to chase down 3rd in Noah Gregson.
Fast race cars up front here. All these top 10 race cars, we see AJ Allmendinger finally cruising to the top 10. There's some speed up here, guys. These guys are tooling around here pretty quick.
I'll tell you, too, guys, with the 19 car, with that trouble he had early in the race, he really lost that run. Because no matter what your car was doing, you don't really know if that was because of the tires sliding through the infield the way he did, or was the car really handling bad. So what change do you make? So there's really a change behind.
Strong showing now for the Toyotas. We take a look at the Toyota driver update. Nemechek up.
Yep, Johnny Nemechek might go back-to-back at this point.
Pretty good run early.
There are those of us who earn our calluses. We choose raw materials over ready-made. It takes a special kind of person to build their world from scratch. And a special set of tools. Northern Tools and Problem Solvers Paradise. There's nothing we can't find, fix, or figure out together. We're made for this. Start solving your projects today at northerntool.com.
COVID-19. Some people get it, and some people can get it bad. And for those who do get it bad, it may be because they have a high risk factor, such as heart disease, diabetes, being overweight, asthma, or smoking. Even if symptoms feel mild, these factors can increase your risk of COVID-19 turning severe. So if you're at high risk and test positive, don't wait. Ask your healthcare provider right away if an authorized oral treatment is right for you.
She was supposed to be the one. I used to believe in the one. And then I realized there's plenty of savings in the sea. What? Amazon has daily deals, so every day is a chance to meet the deal that catches your eye, that shakes your soul, that changes your destiny. I'm gonna go check on those finger knots.
Learn all the ways to save with Amazon.
Just how far are we willing to go to get justice? No one is above the law.
He's not getting away with this. Let's move.
We'll fight like hell. Together. How would you describe it?
Dr. Death's work ethic was second to none.
Hey, buddy was a good worker, too.
Dr. Death. Joe versus Carol.
We're ready to roll.
It's the Crazy premiering October 5th after Chucky on USA.
Tuesday last fall's #1 show, La Brea, returns, and the mystery goes even deeper. La Brea premieres Tuesday, 9, 8 Central on NBC and streaming next day on Peacock. 17 laps remaining in Stage 2 from Texas Motor Speedway, the Andy's Frozen Custard 300, and it's John Hunter Nemechek trying to play that spoiler role once again. Not in the Drivers' Championship, but the Owners' Championship is up for grabs for the 18 team. Looking to grab every point he can. Gibbs running in second, Gregson, Jones, top 4, and let's do a playoff driver through the field. We'll start with you, Marty.
Ty Gibbs sitting in second and really trying to help back by Noah Gregson, who's really catching him. They've been telling him Gregson's getting on the gas so much sooner than you are, although he wants to get up there and get the lead from John Hunter Nemechek. You know, he's using that double duty action to kind of help him out with the knowledge of what that traction compound is doing. But so is Noah Gregson, who's running the Cup race this weekend and sitting in third. And actually, he's running 6 of the 7 final Cup races of the year. He said earlier this week, I actually don't like that. I want to concentrate on the Xfinity Series. That's where my main job is, winning a title. Right now, he's the fastest car on the racetrack. And Parker, no mention of that vibration.
And right behind him is Brandon Jones at 19. We talked about recovering from that early slide in turn 1 after getting the pole here. But talking to this race team, one of the most impressive things about the recovery is that it doesn't surprise me when you're talking and now that there's just so much confidence in this race team. And you're talking to Brandon this morning, you know, he's walking around the racetrack with a smile on his face. Why? He said, I just know we have the speed. We have the performance. All we have to do is minimize our mistakes and execute, and we can be a contender to this championship. And I think today is a small example of that today. Yeah.
Daniel Hemrick in the P6 position after winning stage 1, and they camped him out during an early caution while others pitted to get that stage win, and they thought that was going to set them up maybe to not get stage points in stage 2. In fact, they had a radio conversation telling Daniel, don't worry, just be solid during the stage. We need to
14 to go. About 13 or 14 to go in stage 2.
And so they're surprised. He has worked his way through traffic, finds himself in the 6th position, 13 to go, and likely will get stage points in this stage as well if nothing happens. And they just came on the radio and said, man, oh man, you have a great car, as we have a car in the wall.
Yeah, car in the wall there.
Texas native, and it looked like the right side either had a right front or right rear tire going down. We saw the sparks as he was going down.
Yeah, the 0.8.
And, yeah, the caution has come out. The right front's down.
Turn it down now, turn it down.
And so unfortunate for the Texas native.
That David Starr?
In the 28th spot. But what that does with 12 to go in the stage is makes these teams choose again. Do I come to pit road for fresh tires?
See David Starr in that outside lane, and clearly some sort of an issue.
Yeah, just blew a tire down.
Mechanical issue, but something, and the car just would not turn. A lot of damage to that car.
Ouch.
Oh. Yeah, he just looked like he had a brand front tire. Wouldn't turn the corner. David Starr from Houston, Texas, 54 years of age. Been racing here a long time. Been in this series a long time. Always been a lot of fun to watch him. Old truck series. Yep. Well, I love watching David Starr. He could wheel that thing, man. Yeah. Still can.
See all the damage to the right side now. See if he's going to be able to continue.
So this caution came out with 12 to go in the stage. That's a little bit of a long time between now and the end of the stage. It'll be interesting to see if this stage gets split up again by people pitting, some pitting and not pitting.
4 sets of tires in their pits when this race started, so a little bit of a limited number there. With a longer final stage coming up, there will be 110 laps for the final stage. You're going to want a fresh set of tires to be able to change into those before we get to the checkered flag.
Guys, when you look at what happened in the first stage, the guys that pitted first have assumed track position, and the newer tires for Hemrick, Allmendinger, Hill, Allgaier just haven't let them recover. I mean, they're inside the top 10, but haven't cracked their way up inside the top 5. The only one who's really done it is Noah Gragson. I mean, I think it's an aggressive call, but for someone like Nemechek and Gibbs, who chose to do it the first time, they may choose to do it again and pit right here. Restart should be with about 7 or 8 to go in the stage. We'll just have to see what the crew chiefs decide.
And then, Steve, are you going to split up that final stage?
Well, you're going to have to either way. If you put your second set of tires on right now, you're still feeling fine about it. You have 2 sets of tires for that final stage. You can stay out, and you have 2 sets if it happens at the end. I don't know if pit road was open with the safety truck right there.
Yeah, still close.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the more we ride around on the yellow, the more reason I would come to pit road. We're getting closer and closer to the end of that stage. So, yeah, you put your second set of tires on here. You would stay out at the end of the stage. You can make it on one stop when it comes to fuel, 120 to go. We think you can go about 60. You're going to get some more yellows. So I think it's it's a must pit here if you think you're going to win the race, right? If you don't pit here and others do, you're going to lose track position. We're nearing the halfway point of the race. It's going to be very difficult to recover.
Yeah, they dropped the green flag, Steve, on that last time that this sequence happened. There were 3 laps to go. They had to run 3 laps. As it stands right now, they dropped the green flag. They'd have to run maybe 6 or 7 laps. So a few more laps on the green you would run on this set of tires. Be interested to see if people are worried about those extra few laps.
So the field, as they are about to determine if they're going to come to pit road. You know, since 1986, the entire Kuntz family have been fans of racing from Xfinity to Cup. Andy's Frozen Custard has been picking winners and supporting drivers and teams almost as long as they've been serving the world's finest frozen custard. We're happy to have Andy's Frozen Custard in the sport and wish them continued success. They did a great job with the command earlier, and
we're real happy to have them in.
We were very happy that they came and visited us in the booth.
Let me ask you a question. So is it Andy's Frozen Custard? I'm trying to eat 300 of these, or is it the 300 laps of racing? I've got it confused.
Yeah, that would be the 300 laps of racing.
Yes.
300 cups of custard will be just too much.
I think as a booth, we could challenge 300.
No problem.
Yeah, well, I know as a booth you ate all the pit boxes, Andy's. I know that because me and Kyle ain't seen that down here.
Yeah.
We heard they got it delivered up to y'all.
They were good.
Oh.
They were good.
I took AJ's from him, ate his. Came up here, they had someone wait for me up there.
Everywhere.
That one. Pit road again wasn't open that time, so to Steve's point earlier, the longer it takes to get pit road open, the more likely cars are to take advantage of this pit. See the 51 car right here being pitched in.
Oh,
Kim, what's going on?
Yeah, he came on the radio and was very angry and said, I went from 3rd to 2nd and it just shut off and it won't start back. The team said, let's check all the wires on the
Jeremy Clements with problems.
Said, it looks good from here, so they will bring him down pit road. They'll have somebody climb in there, check all that wiring to see if it's a battery voltage issue or what exactly is causing that loss of power on the playoff contender of Jeremy Clements.
Oh, no.
See, when you're a playoff contender like Jeremy Clements or Ryan Sieg, these smaller teams, when you have these types of issues, it's just almost impossible to recover. So you hate to see this. These guys got their way into this position by racing hard, winning a race. This could be the end of their playoff run right here.
Yeah.
What's the battery voltage on your dash right now? 13.
Anytime the hood goes up, but we did just hear it say 13.
13 volts. So that tells you it's not, most likely it's not a battery issue. So, all right, pit road is open.
And right away, John Hunter Nemechek is going to bring the 54 behind him, as well as Noah Gregson, Kim.
No surprise there. It's the same strategy they had earlier, and you see him at the top left of your screen. He said he fired off just a little bit tight, and he's scrubbing speed, trying to get in the throttle. It's going to be 4 tires, Sunoco fuel, Parker.
And for Brandon Jones, he said, I can push really hard for one lap on the top side, but then the tires get too hot. I have to let them recover, and from there I just start getting too tight through the center. It's more Goodyear tires for him, Marty.
I think Luke Lambert was making this call no matter what, even without the car on the pit road. Noah Gregson, a terrific long-run car, bottom left of your screen. They want no changes on the car. Ty Gibbs in the car got a little bit too tight the longer he ran. That was a close drag race, but
Goodness.
barely nips.
Ty Gibbs got it.
Actually, it's Noah Gregson. +2
Ooh,
on pit road.
Noah Gregson, wow.
Going to grab 2 spots. Gibbs stays in his position. John Hunter Nemechek, the big loser, at 2 spots on pit road.
For 5-star backyards, Yellowwood brand pressure treated pine. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it.
Ray Magliozzi here. eBay Motors has 122 million parts. Hey, Dave.
Yep. Wait,
How are those new wipers?
they're small.
For parts that fit your vehicle, go to eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Moderate to severe eczema still disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it disrupts my skin with itch. It disrupts my skin with rash. But now, I can disrupt eczema with Rinvoq. Rinvoq is not a steroid, topical, or injection. It's one pill once a day that's effective without topical steroids. Many taking Rinvoq saw clear or almost clear skin, while some saw up to 100% clear skin. Plus, they felt fast itch relief, some as early as 2 days. That's Rinvoq relief.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections of blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your doctor about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Pain used to keep me from what I love most. Not anymore. Blue Emu gave me my horsepower back. It's the powerful relief my joints need.
Blue Emu. It works fast and you won't stink.
NASCAR on USA is brought to you by Ford. Built Ford proud. Northern Tool and Equipment. Start solving your projects today at northerntool.com. We're made for this. And by Andy's Frozen Custard, the world's finest, made every hour. It's a big weekend here in Texas tomorrow.
Well, 7 to go in stage 2.
At 2:30, the Custard playoffs at 3:30, NASCAR American Post Race Show at 7:30. Make sure you join us for the countdown to green. Ryan Blaney, the All-Star winner from earlier this year, he's going to be in front of the grid with Jeff Burton and Dale Earnhardt Jr., then Ross Chastain, watermelons, and winning. Can't wait to dive in a little deeper to Ross Chastain's background, as well as the 2010 win for Denny Hamlin, how it happened here at Texas. Remember, that was the race where the 24 and 48 pit crews swapped in the middle of the race.
Ooh.
Jeremy Clements going
I didn't even know that.
action on pit road.
Oh no. Well, Clements is done. Oh man.
In front of Brandon Jones. Slides.
Ooh, what happened
Completely
up
under the
here?
car. Don't think any damage done.
and right out the back.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, and not good for the 8 of Josh Berry, an uncontrolled tire.
Ooh.
And remember, we're coming.
Uncontrolled tire for Josh Berry.
Right here, 7 of the 12 playoff drivers so far have had some type of issue.
Par for the course.
So if we play nice down into turn 1, once again, another restart. We can get through the corner.
Here we go again. 5 to go in stage 2.
Stage 2.
Oh, AJ's there. AJ's there. Oh, there goes the dinger.
Oh, goodness.
2 Collin Racing cars fighting for the lead, and it's going to be AJ Allmendinger surging ahead.
Hemrick had a big moment on turn 2. Had to get way.
Oh, gosh. Wow.
Ryan took advantage of it in that 39, and he's going to take second. Look at this. Way up against the wall.
Gosh.
He almost spun that
Wow.
thing. He there.
Oh, my gosh. Holy moly.
Woo! Hot pursuit of that 39 car.
Around goes Akinori Nagata. In the 13, will a caution come out?
Oh.
On the green.
No.
Oh, the 13 around.
So now you see this fight for second. Sieg on the outside.
Surprise, no
Take
caution.
it away on the lower part of the track.
AJ's loving this, boy. He is checking out. He's got about
Allmendinger's just scooting away.
Yeah, Hemrick's got to get going right here. He's got to have a really good 1 and 2. Noah Gregson.
Hemrick clear.
John Hunter Nemechek, both on newer tires, coming quickly.
Boy, look at Noah Gregson coming down. He is flying. Like I say, John Hunter. They're not catching AJ, though, guys. Something's have to happen. AJ is gone.
Coming up on 2 laps.
2 to go.
Here in stage 2, and Gregson has made his way up to second. But a big gap all the way up to the lead in Allmendinger.
That race car, that 100-pound right rear tire of Allmendinger is rolling, baby.
Man, Allmendinger's flying.
You just got to keep fighting right here. Lap and a half to go. You're racing for stage points. Even if John Hunter Nemechek gets by you, can you keep Ty Gibbs from getting by you? Make his best lap time you can.
He's got one more lap. But Hemrick fighting now if he can hold on to this position. Final lap, Allmendinger with a little over a second lead over Noah Gregson. John Hunter Nemechek is third. Hemrick fourth, just in front of Ty Gibbs, who we were riding along with. Final time down the backstretch in stage 2. Gibbs.
Well,
to the inside.
final lap.
Allmendinger easily will win stage 2.
AJ Allmendinger is going to win stage 2. Great job, AJ.
First since Coda, Gibbs not able to get by Hemrick, so Hemrick will be 4th, Gibbs 5th, Austin Hill gaining some stage points in 6th, Allgaier, Sieg, Brandon Jones, and Sam Mayer also grabbing points. 2 stages complete in Texas. You're watching NASCAR Xfinity Series Playoffs. It's Andy's Frozen
Getting down on the flat.
Alright, I'm back. So currently AJ Allman on stage 2.
Underneath another car, just loses the back of the car, spins around, heavy contact with the inside wall. Will end the day for the 26. We see CJ here. This thing gets out of control, and he saves this thing. It never goes all the way around, but what a slide for life this was. We see the 11 of Daniel Hemrick, who uses a little strategy to stay out and win stage 1, claiming 10 points. Could be very important when it comes to the playoffs. And David Starr, the Texas native, wall contact. Yes. You see the right front here as he comes down pit road. This thing's torn all to pieces, man. Another playoff car with an issue, the 8 of Josh Bear. Watch his right front tire rolling out of the screen. That's a penalty for an uncontrolled tire. It goes a couple states over. That is a penalty for sure. That is 16 of AJ Allman wins the second stage. He got a few points. But now, KP, he's going to be back in the pack with this strategy. 2 very oddly timed caution has kind of jumped this thing all messed up. Yeah, just the way they came, the way these guys pitted, their strategies. It's going to be interesting to see how long it takes them to get back. Well, there you go. There's the picture of the 4 Rick. 105 to go.
You mean this hasn't been settled through 2 stages? As we take a look at who the top 4 were entering as far as playoff drivers this race and where they're currently running. Noah Gregson and John Hunter Nemechek bring them back.
Here we go.
The final stage.
Great restart by Noah. John Hunter's coming right back on that left bumper, left rear.
Yeah, John Hunter Nemechek's coming back.
Too much power for that 9 car.
Top 5. Spread out single file now as we see Sheldon Creed working to the inside of Brandon Jones for position.
It's interesting to see what Noah Gregson can do with track position. He's been coming from the back several times. Now he's got the lead. Will John Hunter Nemechek ever be able to get back by him?
Also good to see AJ Allman, who's back in 18th. We saw how strong Noah was in that position, marching his way forward. Let's see if AJ can work his way back up through the field and get back up inside that top 10.
He's up to 13th now. See right now, John Hunter, he's in a situation he hasn't been in a lot today. He's now having to understand how his car drives behind someone else. What does my car do? I had clean traffic, I had clean air.
Yep, Gregson.
Now I got to follow this car. Now it doesn't drive as well. What is it? What adjustments do we need to make? Better get by Noah. What as a driver can I do?
Well, as a driver, you can put the bumper to it, right? That's the best thing you can do. Or do you actually try to drive around?
Man, I'm
just asking a question.
You put the bumper to it. Riley Hurt's going to put the bumper to the 8 right now. He's pushing him into turn number 1. And so Josh Berry just in front of Riley Hurts. You see the 1 of Sam Bear on the outside.
Oh, that's Riley Herbst. All back bumper of that car there.
A lot of damage. Now he's up here battling for a top 10 position. See the battle right here. Noah's moved up the racetrack.
John Hunter Nemechek closed the gap now. He's within feet of the 9 Noah Gregson. He's within 100 laps of something that hasn't happened in 39 years. He's looking for his 4th consecutive win. Sam Hart did it back in 1983, but that was 39 years ago.
Very, very impressive. Very consistent, very strong, very mature Noah Gregson after Road America. Really turned himself around. They turned the program around, and he embraced it, apologized, and moved on, and has really matured to the head race program.
And Kim, the 51 of Jeremy Clements, it looks like not going to be able to finish the race.
Yeah, I think they came behind the wall, tried to fire it and crank, but wouldn't fire. Any idea of what the issue was?
No idea, Kim. I was just riding under caution and straight line nitro Chevy cut off, and then that was it. We don't really know what's wrong with it. What a shame. That really sucks. It hurts bad.
Ouch.
Had the same problem the beginning of last year's playoff, but it was a wreck. So not where we want to be. We got to go to Talladega and win somehow, but we were creeping up on it to get it as fast as Xfinity internet, but just need more time. I think we had a pretty decent car, but we're just too tight. But man, that sucks. That really stings.
Is this an issue you would be
Pain
concerned headed to the next
for
race?
Jeremy.
That could happen again.
No, I mean, we've never even had this problem. I don't, this is out of the blue. Didn't give any indication or anything, so it's just very unfortunate.
Dejected Jeremy Clements there again. Have that little team fighting to see if they can make it to the next round. And now a deep hole that they have been put into with just 2 races to go in this round.
Some intense racing back here. Guys rubbing up against each other, pushing each other. I have a feeling tempers are starting to flare just a touch with this crowd.
Let's start to warm up just a little bit.
Their caution is out once again.
Ooh, caution.
Caution today. And it looks like, once again, it's Ogata in the 13.
That is 13 car.
Who's slow on the racetrack.
So AJ moves his way up to 10th. But I'm going to tell you guys, Brandon Brown in that 68, he has stayed inside that top 10 almost all day long. He has done a great job of, and we're talking about small teams again, just like Jeremy Clements, of staying around, being relevant today. You just don't know. If you keep hanging on to it, you might have a chance.
Look at how sideways Ogata is.
Yeah, the entrance to turn 1 is troublesome spot. Very unique corner.
Oh, geez, he just spun around.
Really easy to
okay.
That corner to get yourself in trouble. It's a nice job not hitting anything.
Brings it to the attention of
Oh, hey,
crew.
Crystal Mighty, what's up?
The 49-year-old. Hope to continue.
Geez, the 13 car, man. Second time he almost like spun out completely around.
95 laps still remaining.
Gregson, man, if he actually wins today, that would be something.
Gets a little spread out.
I'm telling you what, Gregson's basically the hottest Xfinity Series driver right now. And I mean the hottest.
They're trying to take advantage of people because you come out the other side and these cars pick up speed, you just get strung out too much.
That road's open. We'll see if anybody wants to take advantage of that. And the 9, maybe faking it a little bit there. Nobody.
T-Mobile has more 5G cards and more places than anyone. Another reason T-Mobile is the leader in 5G.
So it's not too late to play NASCAR Fantasy Live with the $10,000 cash for grabs. The playoffs created instantly. You can pick your drivers to compete for your chance to win big. Visit NASCAR.com/fantasy. You can get started today. Parker.
Well, Rick, we talked about how slick this racetrack was at the beginning of the race, but that has not gotten any better. I believe it's even getting treacherous. Take a listen to Justin Allgaier's radio here recently.
Really almost to 1% to 3 fine. I just cannot drive it any harder to 3. I'll either four-wheel drift or I'll lose the right front once I load up into the
That's the key to me. 4-wheel drift. That just tells me as a driver that there just simply is not the grip that you want to have as you go off those corners, and knowing how treacherous these restarts and how important they are, you got to think that's on the minds of someone like Justin Allgaier. How hard do you push down to the 3 and 4 in a restart, knowing you could possibly be in a 4-wheel drift?
Drivers choosing which lane they want to be in for the restart.
Yep, the choose rule.
A lot of kids, Toyotas went to the top together.
Nope. And looks like that's 48.
Got the right in the middle of the choose arrow.
I think Sanchez hit the box, and if that's the case, he's going to have to restart at the back. Sure enough, it was Sanchez that hit the box, so I have to go to the back to restart. Party.
Austin Hill sitting in 4th in the playoffs in his first year in the Xfinity Series. And he said earlier this week, what's the philosophy? Just keep it simple. Don't change anything. He has all the experience of the Truck Series in the playoff system. He said the first few years in that system, I put so much pressure on myself. Now I'm just going to take it easy and taking what the race will give me. Jeff, there's a reason you had him in your championship 4. Here he is showing out as well here at Texas.
Yeah, Marty, I like his maturity. I like that experience that he's had in the Truck Series, and I just like his mentality, knowing he's got to change to be an Xfinity driver versus a truck driver, and then seeing the results of that, like starting to all the dots starting to get connected for him.
A lot of support from RCR. Looking forward to him being a staple in the RCR.
The great fly back in the air.
We get underway once again here in the 3rd stage, and Noah Gregson surging to the front. Austin Hill in the 21 on the bottom of the racetrack.
Look at that.
John Hunter Nemechek also with a great restart around.
Oh!
Behind them.
Oh!
10 got caught up in this.
That's Allmendinger.
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Boy, Brandon Brown was having such a good day. My goodness. There's AJ.
Oh man.
I couldn't quite tell who that was. Was that Brandon that got 2 turns sideways?
Brandon Brown.
AJ Allmendinger.
Coming off the 2 down the backstretch. It was almost in the middle of the backstretch when he went sideways. So AJ Allmendinger. The front
Paying for Allmendinger.
We talked about those willingness to get stage points, but then having to start toward the back end of the pack. Although he'd worked himself up pretty good, still behind some cars. They may not have been behind if they hadn't been trying to get those stage points early in the race. Let's see what happens.
He goes up a little bit.
Brandon Brown and
AJ?
Yeah, AJ. Just
Ouch.
trying to fill that spot.
Yeah, it looks like the 10 just. I think the 10 just got across the I don't know. Was that the 16's nose?
Right across the nose of AJ.
Yeah.
Can't tell if AJ got into it just a little bit.
Brandon Brown.
Let's see here.
As well.
He goes up.
Oh wow.
Yep.
My gosh.
It's almost like his car was moving a little bit because AJ just barely bumped the right side of the bumper, so it's almost like he was pointed at the wall before they made contact.
Ooh, the 10 actually almost flipped over. Well, the 10 actually got caught up in that. Wow. My gosh. That was huge.
Stephen Parsons trying to get control.
Oh, that's where it was, because I thought AJ got away with it, and I saw the side skirt was torn off the car. I didn't know. That's where it happened right there. AJ's almost clear of it. Right here, Stephen come down and it sent him into the, just barely.
You attacked that right front of the 16 of Allmendinger.
Just arguing for space right there.
Yeah.
I bet both of them wish they would have used a touch more patience at this point. Either one of them could have avoided that, as I see it.
So AJ Allmendinger, after coming to pit road.
You see right there, the door's peeled back.
Yep.
That blue that's behind the door, that's the foam. That's that energy-absorbing foam. Kill him.
And we do see a couple of takers on the pit lane, including Sam Mayer. They will take the fresh tires, do a little more work on that right side, but what a rebound for this young man who got in the wall early, Parker.
Yeah, Kim, for AJ Allmendinger here, coming in as a regular season champion. It was interesting. He recounted sort of the incident on the radio. Then you'll hear another familiar voice. That's Team President Chris Rice, who took over in damage control. Take a listen here.
That's my fault, Frank. I should have freaking go with my instinct. All the tires are up. All the tires are up. Go, 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 go. All right, get all the bare bond ready, guys. Left front fender, we're going to pull out a little bit, and we're going to cover the right rear. Other than that, no damage. And we got to paint that door. That's all we got to do.
And as you heard there, that familiar voice of Chris Rice, Team President, taking over for Chris Shuckler. And now you're seeing them do the damage control here and sort of find the repairs they need to do that. They had the car come down, the tires were up, they looked it over, and now got those pieces ready, and now they're going to work on fixing that 16.
I know it's easy to critique from up here, but when they're going 180 miles an hour, is that tape going to stay on the door?
Not looking good.
That's going to be the big question. This happens. AJ Allmendinger.
Oh.
Contender caught up.
More truck owners are switching to Ram, which means more fathers are switching to Ram.
Your body's changed.
And more sons. More tailgaters. More tail waggers. More men with a lot of confidence.
Easy.
And more with not so much.
Yeah, I'm not going to fit in there.
And more guys who check straps with a firm tug and say,
That ain't going anywhere.
are switching to Ram.
Right now, during Ram Power Days, get 0% financing for 72 months on our most popular models.
It's back, America. Applebee's all-you-can-eat boneless wings, just $12.99.
In the future, everything will be powered by renewable energy. But it's not as easy as flipping a switch. It's a long road, requiring decades of time and trillions of dollars. But what if there was a better direction on the path to zero carbon emissions? An energy source that's available right now, that's affordable, plentiful, and environmentally friendly. There is, and it's propane. Get the facts at propane.com/now.
When safe drivers save up to 30% on their auto insurance for not answering their phone while driving, they feel like a pretty big deal.
Steve, did you get the ice?
Even if they forgot the ice. Save up to 30% on auto insurance with USAA Safe Pilot. Get a quote today.
I'm always right. Next round on me.
The grandfather clock is counting down to more than just a winner.
Green, green, green. Roll sign, roll sign, roll sign.
It's the final chance for a driver to make it to championship 4. And for a fan to catch all the drama.
Oh, he hit that one. Daddy, Hamlin.
At the short track in NASCAR.
Now you're working it here. We got to do it.
It all comes down to Martinsville. And the whole family's invited.
Hey, you go, boy.
Get your tickets now at martinsvillespeedway.com.
This NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs on USA. The Yankees frozen Custard 300th from Texas Motor Speedway. And the big question, Who ends up in the SpeedyCash.com victory lane today? All right, what do you think, Jeff?
Me? JHN.
You're gonna end up there?
John Hunter Nemechek. I think he's got the car today. This car has not won a race this year. John Hunter Nemechek got a lot of speed today. I'm picking him.
Brad?
Well, that 18 car is still not going to win a race today. And I was on the Ty Gibbs bandwagon, but I'm jumping in my big behind off, and I am climbing on that Noah Gregson train, Jack. 4 in a row, baby.
We're both way out on a limb. We got first and second right now.
Ask us in 15 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, 85 laps to go. You see the 16 back on pit road doing some more work. A big patch going on that left side of the car.
A little bit of damage on the right front. See how the nose is up a little bit on it? The right front fender's got some bend in it. So, Chris is doing his best to sell to the driver. Hey, there's no damage, but it appears to be that right front is damaged some.
And getting ready to choose once again, either inside or outside. And Noah Gregson diving to the bottom of the racetrack. John Hunter Nemechek will be up top. Bill will be on the bottom again, and Allgaier up top.
All right. They just took the choose rule.
Sanchez way away from the box that time.
Yeah, what happened again?
Didn't want to get any grading or anything.
Training opportunity for the young man.
Listen in on AC Allmendinger's radio.
I know you. I appreciate the problem. I know it's not fine. I got an absolute pancake, so I know it's not getting short. That's all I mean. I mean, fine compared to the way it could have looked. You know, that's what I mean by that.
You caught me lying.
Gosh.
So I just gotta fess up.
I know you're giving me some sunshine here, but
yeah. You can't blame me for trying, man. You gotta keep that driver fired up, pumped up, excited.
Yeah. Never know. Never know.
That's right. Parker.
And another playoff driver that caught a little bit of that incident was the 39 of Ryan Sieg, and the team trying to pump him up as well because they said he just has a little damage below the right front headlight. They were able to patch it up. They think that's the only damage, so they're optimistic that they'll still have the speed in that 39 car once we get going here.
Optimism. It's good to have as we get ready with 84 laps remaining here in the race from Texas. The first race of the playoffs for the Xfinity Series, and Noah Gregson. Oh, John Hunter Nemechek.
Gosh.
With a great restart. Now Hill dives to the inside. He's going to make it 3 wide.
Oh, gosh.
Advantage John Hunter right here, I think. Oh, he's loose.
Oh. Oh. Oh, my gosh, dude. Oh my God! Oh my jeez! Holy crap! Holy crap! Jeez! What the heck just happened?
That was a huge wreck. Wow.
Brandon Jones.
OMGO! Jeez! What the heck? No! Daniel, how many playoff drivers are involved in this crash? Jeez. Holy crap, yo. Yo. Joe Graff Jr. is involved. What is going on?
Yeah, 4 wide is not going to work coming out of turn 2 at Texas.
Decision. Bad decision.
It was a huge hit right there, too.
Yeah.
This car.
Oh my gosh, bro. That probably the most insane. Man, this has the same kind of vibe as the Texas crash in the Cup race last year.
Let's look again.
Oh man, I so wanted Hemrick to have a good race.
You called it, Brad. John Hunter Nemechek on the outside. Right now,
oh.
He's got the advantage, but as he gets further around the corner, he has a probable corner exit right here. See him get loose? And now he just...
Oh, my gosh.
And Allgaier was just sticking his nose up in there because he saw the opening.
Yo.
He wasn't going.
That was insane.
Loose, he just, he was still on the throttle.
Oh my gosh.
Took up that spot. There was nowhere to go. There's no racetrack left.
John Hunter's out. I didn't even know this John Hunter was in this.
And then it just sucks everybody into. Boy, it's a hard hit by Justin Allgaier.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That wreck was
That
crazy.
hit really hard. And then 19 up in the air. Brandon Jones.
Literally.
Cool.
Whoa.
See the damage to the
Oh my god. Holy crap.
With a 7, could it have been pushing air on that left rear quarter panel of the 8?
Jeez.
First. Yeah.
Oh.
Brett Griffith's spotter doing all he can, but it's just nothing you can do. I mean, it's just, you're giving the best information right
Oh.
there.
Gosh.
John Hunter was just in the gas, trying to get the lead, and it exceeded the grip limit. The car just did not have that much grip in it. It's in the gas right here, pushing hard, and right
Well,
there,
Nemechek won't win today's race.
Just big wreck. That's just racing hard. Trying
Yeah,
to
that's
get
just
the lead
racing.
going.
It's gonna happen.
Nick Sanchez slid through there without getting damage.
Man, Nick Sanchez was close. Like, I think there were only 3 playoff drivers in this wreck. Yeah, only 3.
See how high he is also, though? I mean, it's pretty high up the racetrack. Oh, that's a big hit. And remember, he doesn't drive this car every week. He's full-time truck driver, full-time truck series. And those trucks, there's no question. You leave turn 2 wide open the gas, full of grip.
Yeah.
These cars don't make that much grip.
Gosh, 91 involved. 36.
Yeah, and you heard his spotter. Yeah, I mean, that's an exciting thing. When all this happens, you're underneath it, you miss the wreck, catch a break.
Austin Hill, Noah Gregson, there's some good cars that just got away from that.
Oh my gosh.
This happening up at the front of the pack means that there are a lot of vehicles that were involved. Here's a list. Poole, Allgaier, Hemrick, Jones, all playoff drivers.
So Daniel Hemrick right there involved in a crash. We saw him getting out of the car.
Yeah, 3 playoff drivers involved. A total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 drivers involved in this.
By racing for stages. And those points, no matter what happens after, you got them, no matter what happens. When you have those points in front of you, you need to take them.
Out of the car, ejected Brandon Jones after winning the pole earlier today, and then involved in this.
Yeah, just what a bad wreck overall.
When you have auto blast damage, let Safelite come to you. My customer enjoys time with her family. Chicken or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. Just $5. The 2 for $5 menu. Only at Sonic or in the app.
each one weeks at a time. Oh yeah, let's go places.
8 to go here for the Texas Motor Speedway. First race of the playoffs for the Xfinity Series. Josh Berry sitting in fourth. Mike Bumgarner makes the call to bring him down pit road. They've actually had a voltage issue throughout the day, so he's having to race without his AC unit on. Carson handling it. Remember, they have that uncontrolled tire earlier in the race. They have really rallied back to the top 5. We'll see if this move pays off for the 8 car.
Well, Josh Berry had an issue on pit road earlier with an uncontrolled tire, and that's just one of many issues that have happened.
Gosh, I cannot believe that wreck just happened.
An unapproved adjustment put Ty Gibbs at the back of the field.
Well, I mean, my throat is getting better. That's good.
Josh very subtly mentioned with the uncontrolled wheel.
Yep, the tires just away, goes sliding down, and all of it, AJ Allmendinger and Brandon Brown get together. There, guys. Hot take.
And that's not the biggest issue. Most recent was right here. John Hunter Nemechek sideways, but that collected the 7 of Allgaier, the 19 of Brandon Jones. Brandon Jones out of the race. Allgaier out of the race. And now, what has that done to the playoff picture? We know that Clements had an issue with his engine. He's 29 points below the cut line. Brandon Jones, 12 below.
Oh no, Hemrick's below the cut line now. No!
And in comparison, our melee out there, what can you tell us about what happened?
Yeah, really just a disappointing day for us. Our brand fresh agriculture Camaro wasn't quite as good as we'd like for it to be, but everybody at G Motorsports has been working their tails off. The 9 car is obviously really, really good. I thought we were in a good position there on that restart, and I was able to shove the 18 out there. And the 9 was kind of stuck in the middle, and I felt like the 18 just started to get loose. I tried to get left of him, and then it was all over from there. He caught the right front and game over. So, just disappointing. I hate it for everybody at G Motorsports. Obviously, not the day we wanted, especially with the playoffs starting. But we'll go on next week to Talladega and hopefully rebound a little bit and see what happens.
A rebound at Talladega, what does that mean?
Go in, right? I don't know what this will do for us in the points. I know there was a couple of guys that were in the playoffs that were in that crash, but either way, we're going to go, and that's why you get all those bonus points in the regular season, right? That's why you do your job in the regular season. So proud of our team. Hats off to everybody else. Say hi to my wife and my girls at home. The Harper helmet didn't have a great first debut, but I know we're going to rebound that, and it'll be good.
Thanks, Kim. All right, let's bring in the Peacock Pit Box. KP and Steve, what are you guys thinking now with 78 laps to go in this race?
Well, we talked about it in the pre-race show, KP. We knew that this race could easily jumble up the playoffs. We didn't know for who. Allgaier, Jones, those are the 2 that jumped to the front of your mind. Hemrick as well had such a good day with that stage win, but then couldn't get it to the finish.
Yeah, just couldn't get it to the finish. And how many, listen, obviously the Xfinity guys have watched the Cup guys, because every time we go into a playoff race, like at Darlington, 12 playoff guys have issues. We come into the first race here, these guys have issues. And Brad and Jeff and Rick have talked about it in the booth. No mistakes. Just kind of here with no mistakes. And that's what this race meant to a lot of these guys. And they just got caught up in other people's stuff.
The real question for me now is the playoff guys that are still out there. Yes, I already know the answer. They're not going to calm down. But if they push themselves into a mistake, they haven't let those other guys off the hook.
Yeah, they do. And honestly, I mean, they've got their foot on the neck of these other guys right now. It's basically it. Are you going to let those guys up? Are you going to let those guys up for a second shot? And that becomes the question. We know Noah Gregson's just going to run every lap like it's the last lap of the race. We know there's a couple of guys out here that are going to do the same thing. So can you keep them down? If they can keep them down, some guys are going to come out of here in a deeper hole than they can dig themselves out.
Well, the defending champ, Daniel Hemrick, came in below the cut line at -2, won a stage, but was involved in this last accident. He's standing by with Kim.
And we were talking, he said he didn't think he could have done anything differently. What could you see from your seat?
I mean, I actually debated choosing bottom lane on that restart with the men's score Camaro. Just chose the top, thought the momentum was better, and saw the 2 start to check up. I hung to left to miss him. and I'm not sure about a huge arrow shift or actually got tagged in the back. I'm not sure.
Darn it. I so wanted Daniel Hemrick to win. Not one. So wanted Daniel Hemrick to have at least have a good day and win, but
First one since Daytona in the beginning of the season, and I don't know.
no.
They will secure next week at race.
How big are those stage points now that you're out of the race?
Yeah, that's why you try to get them while you can. You never know what the rest of the deal holds, so you just try to go get all the points that are on the table and get the best finish you can. And unfortunately, we weren't able to get finished.
Right.
Yeah, so frustrating, I'm sure, for Hemrick. Thought he was doing the right thing, trying to avoid the 2 of Creed, but ultimately into the wall and out of this race. And so now, with just Talladega and the Roval looming, there's a lot of drivers that are going to have to make things happen. We started the show off saying that's the one thing that you don't want to have to do is get yourself out of a hole from here at Texas.
Yeah, it's a difficult situation to be in. We think about the Roval and road course drivers, and some are better than others. Talladega, anything can happen. So you just don't. Now, there's a couple ways to think about it. If you're a team that doesn't typically run in the front, if you doesn't have a lot of chance to win races, you love Talladega because it creates an opportunity for you. But if you're a team that consistently runs in the front, you're like, I don't want to go there because it's so easy to get in somebody else's mess and have a really bad finish.
Yeah, a lot of pressure. But this today brings people back into this race. Like I mentioned earlier, AJ Allmendinger, who was in a little bit of trouble after his incident, now has an opportunity maybe to score some points, get himself back up in the mix, get in the top 10, have a decent day. So this is an opportunity for some people to take advantage of this situation.
Josh Berry.
Yeah.
We just saw he pitted just a little bit ago to the tire zone, kind of got off cycle with some other guys.
Big opportunity.
Riley Herbst.
Yeah, another one up here.
Ty Gibbs as well. I mean, we talked about him earlier, and now one of the faster cars, Austin Hill, all these guys, they got a chance to win a race today.
For the restarts, which line will they choose?
We talk a lot about playoff drivers, but there's Jeff Burton.
All right, here we go.
Sanchez, Sheldon Creed, Smith.
Yeah,
That's right.
Matt Mills. Close call there for Myatt Snyder as he shows that outside line. Brandon Brown. There you see him to 68. Quite a bit of damage to the car. Marty.
Rick Jeff mentioned the call by Mike Bumgarner to bring Josh Berry, the only playoff driver to come down pit road under that last caution. I just asked Mike why he made that decision. Jeff, he said, I feel like a long run is coming, and it really opens up my playbook for what will be the last stop of the day. 75 to go. Long way to go in this race, but did you like that move by the 8 car to come down pit road? They'll restart 13.
I like it for a lot of reasons. I like it because now that we've thinned the field out some with some big wrecks, there's less cars you have to get through. The quality of cars that you got to get through has gone down some. So giving up some track position, you should be able to get some of this back pretty quickly. And the less cars, the more opportunity to get that long run that he's talking about.
Noah Gregson and Austin Hill making up.
All right, here we go.
Gregson has been very strong. 43 laps led already. John Hunter Nemechek led 60 laps. Now he is out of the race. Hemrick was up front for 12 laps. Can someone stay with Gregson? That will be the question we'll have to answer. 74 laps to go here at Texas.
All right, here we go again.
Turn one once again. Here we go. Austin Hill gets a good pull up alongside Noah Gregson. Gonna go in there deep in that corner with him.
Austin on his door.
Yeah, hang it tough.
Oh!
And he stays off the wall, but what a ride for Austin Hill there. And now he's fighting for hits to the inside. And another accident. The around, and so Garrett Smith
The 78 car.
having a good run, but
gosh, another caution.
come loose on the back.
Oh, looks like the bumper is like.
Turn one and down the backstretch has become treacherous. I mean, it's you come off of 2. And
What is going on?
Trying to reshuffle, get your bearings, and these guys just have the
Literally. Is this kind of like a demolition derby? Not demo derby, but gosh, a lot of drivers having accidents.
Several restarts. And it's not going to stop, I don't believe.
Oh, Mike Snyder with damage.
Yep. Yeah, the right front peeled back on Myatt Snyder. Take a look at what happened here.
It's a 34 getting into the back.
Oh, the 31 of Myatt
Down the
Snyder.
back straightaway.
Well, you got him sideways, got him loose.
Yeah, well, something may have happened that we didn't see that started that.
Smithley was
Oh, the 34 just spun him out, I believe.
when this happened.
Oh.
Down the back straightaway, out of the group.
And it looked as though he was going from left to right. Let's see here.
Way down.
Wow, just spun out right in front of the field.
Interesting to hear some driver
Jeez.
comments after that one.
Yeah, because he went way down the bottom of the racetrack. To
Myatt Snyder, once again, wrong place at the wrong time.
Gosh.
He's had no luck this year. He's just been.
Garrett Smithley and Myatt Snyder.
We know Myatt's got the ability and the talent, but just have not had any luck at all.
Kim, you're staying very busy talking to drivers that are out of this race. Brandon Jones now.
Unfortunately, another playoff driver out for the day. A lot of loose race cars out there. Could you have done differently anything on that restart to prevent what happened?
Not really. I think that I already knew going into that top lane that it was on the free side. I told Jeff already a few times that it's trending looser the farther we go here on these restarts. Too much trash gets blown up there, I think, under caution laps, and so it just takes a while for it to kind of blow off before it becomes good again. And just think that the 18 was pushing a little bit too hard. Nothing to fault him there for, but probably a little bit early to be going that hard. So is what it is. No stage points hardly all day, and a bad finish. That's what that kind of does for you when you don't get stage points. So frustrating day, but big thanks to Pelotas, Menards, and everybody there. I think we can go to Talladega. You never know what happens there. We can win it. And our road course program is phenomenal lately. So go to the road. We'll have a really strong day there.
They're looking forward to what's ahead of them, which is difficult to say. Talladega and the Roval are going to be races where we'll take advantage of something.
All right, Steve, 72 to go. Pit road's open. Is anybody going to come?
I think you're going to get a couple more, but I really love the position that David Josh Berry's in. You mentioned it. He came to pit road. I can't make it on fuel, but I think he only needs a couple seconds of fuel now. But another quick yellow guy's going to have to really start considering. It was 71 to go. We think they could go 60 if you stretched it, maybe 63 or 64. So we're getting close to that fuel mileage window.
Noah Gregson up front, and that's where he'll be for the next restart.
In the future, everything will be powered by renewable energy. But it's not as easy as flipping a switch. It's a long road, requiring decades of time and trillions of dollars. But what if there was a better direction on the path to zero carbon emissions? An energy source that's available right now, that's affordable, plentiful, and environmentally friendly. There is, and it's propane. Get the facts at propane.com/now.
Ray Magliozzi here. eBay Motors has 122 million parts. Hey, Dave.
Yep. Wait,
How are those new wipers?
they're small.
For parts that fit your vehicle, go to eBay Motors. Applebee's all-you-can-eat boneless wings, just $12.99.
Pain used to keep me from what I love most. Not anymore. Blue Emu gave me my horsepower back. It's the powerful relief my joints need.
Blue Emu. It works fast and you won't stink.
Hitting the road? Not all 5G networks are created equal. T-Mobile covers more highway miles with 5G than Verizon. T-Mobile has more 5G bars in more places than anyone. Another reason T-Mobile is the leader in 5G.
Once upon a time, Texas was all cowboys and cattle, bourbon and barbecue, astronauts and yeehaw. Well, times change. Also, they don't. NASCAR playoffs continue
Gosh.
on USA.
No one could have survived that fall.
Where the hell are we? Maybe someone's out there. Somebody could help get us home.
We're gonna get out of here. Oh no. What is this place?
There is a building, and it holds the answers.
We're gonna go home.
There will be 68 laps remaining.
Well, 68 to go once they restart.
Which lane they want to restart in. The last 3 restarts have caused caution. Let's see if we can get through this 4th one as Gregson and Gibbs split that cone, go either direction. Austin Hill once again restarting in the 2nd row now with Riley Herbst next to him. So now before the green flag comes back out, Noah Gregson is going to restart on the inside, Marty.
Rick, you mentioned those 3 cautions. Noah Gregson's had a terrific long-run car today, so those cautions are actually hurting their program. They know the 54 better on the short run. They also know how aggressive Austin Hill plays.
This is going to be interesting.
We'll see how it plays out, Kim.
Also, Riley Herbst. I don't think he even has won an Xfinity race yet.
Flying under the radar has its advantages because it allows them to focus. They've done that today. He said we're going to be very pedestrian. Start the race, finish the race. Parker, that's worked there in their advantage. Has this been a race of attrition for the playoff drivers?
And Kim, for their playoff driver, Ryan Seaton, that 39 car, he told me earlier today, I'm just happy to be a part of the playoffs. Whatever happens from here is a bonus, but the team just told him the opportunity window has opened with 4 other playoff drivers having trouble. They've scored 6 stage points in this 39 car. If they can get a good finish, this could propel them to the next round.
Front row making up Gregson and Gibbs. They count for 11 wins between the 2 drivers. 6 for Gregson, 5 for Gibbs.
Yep, we're just about to go back. Green flag.
Junior motorsports in a season. Can he make it?
Green flag back in the air.
That's the big question. 68 laps remaining here in Texas.
Great restart again for Noah Gregson.
Yeah, I got a good start.
He's pulling away. Let's see if everyone else can make it through turn 2.
We mentioned Sanchez able to get through that accident. He's up there inside the top 5 with Sheldon Creed, non-playoff drivers. Gibbs clearing Hill.
Man, Noah Gregson actually got a big launch.
Hill in that white 21, Gibbs in the 54. What a run for Nick Sanchez. Trying to take the spot away from Riley Herbst.
Man, Nick Sanchez is impressing me.
And for Nick Sanchez, this has been a great run. I talked to the team, including Patrick Donahue, the crew chief, earlier today, and he said Nick doesn't exactly have the experience here to tell them what he wants. So it's good they won in the spring with Tyler Reddick because they had a really good baseline for the setup. The car, though, is actually the car from the Kansas race that Chastain took and finished top 5. So they felt really good about the car. Also felt really good about the drivers. Nick has done a lot of prep work coming into this weekend, a lot of sim work, so it's paying off currently as Nick Sanchez runs in the 5th position.
Yeah, he's got a lot of pressure now from A.J. Allmendinger right on his back bumper.
It's so beneficial when you go to a racetrack that you have a lot of confidence in your car. You know this car was good in the spring. You know the setup at least is close, right? And now you got to tune it to the driver. Every driver's a little different, but what an advantage for a young driver. And Nick Sanchez be able to look at himself and just say, okay, I got a good car. I just need to go do my job. See right there? Allmendinger got it loose.
Oh.
Wow. Whew. He's doing it.
That's the edge of the grip.
He's that fun.
Oh.
You're over here thinking this is fun.
Yeah, it is fun, man. I like to see a young guy out there just in the gas trying to make something happen.
21 years old, Sanchez. Take a look at that car getting sideways on him.
It's up the track just a little bit. AJ gets under him, and he's right out there on the edge of those Goodyear Eagles. Gathers it back up. Carry on.
We see this with Nick Sanchez today. He has good takeoff speed, but if the car starts to fall off a little bit, see right there that A-car, Josh Berry, we talked about him. He finished on lap 121. He's got fresher tires than these guys. Now, there's been a lot of caution laps. So the other guy finished around lap 90. A lot of caution laps in between, but a little better tire on that A-car.
Didn't feel like he had a great car in qualifying. Didn't have a good qualifying performance, but now has battled back through not only a better handling vehicle, but also attrition. And so Josh Berry up inside the top 10. As Austin Hill hanging on to 3rd right now, Marty.
Terrific run for Austin Hill and his crew chief, Andy Street. Rick, there are 4 playoff drivers either off the track or out of the race right now, and that has changed the game plan for the 21. Listen on the radio.
Everybody's just got wrecked out there. The 7, the 11, the 19. All those guys, the 39, he's having a bad day. 51's behind the wall. So, I mean, obviously we want to win. That would obviously lock us in for the next round, but these are the days we can't. We need to be the next best, like what we talked about this morning. We're in a good spot right here. Yeah, copy.
Derek Neal and the spotter chiming in there. So, Steve, you kind of have to adjust your strategy as you go throughout the race. These playoff drivers, yeah, they love to win, but a terrific point.
Yeah, they can run 60, but we've had some yellows. But I'm thinking like 10, maybe 12 laps. We're going to see the leaders pit. That long green flag run could force guys to pit road.
Yeah, about 60 to go.
Allmendingers stay on the racetrack. It could be a game changer and make a big difference in the playoffs.
So teams have to think about strategy here now as the pit window is open as far as fuel and making it to the end of the race. Gregson out front, Gibbs running second, 7/10 of a second back. Then it's Austin Hill, 2 seconds behind the race leader, and Riley Hurst in fourth, AJ Allmendinger in fifth.
Allmendinger mentioning in fifth. Damage to the car. We were concerned about how much damage, but has good speed. That lap, he was the 5th fastest car on the racetrack.
Running in the 5th position. Gregson, 60 laps up front.
Yep, Noah Gregson's currently your leader.
In a row. Again, hasn't happened in 4 decades.
This is supersonic Wi-Fi from Xfinity. It's fast. So gaming with your niece.
What's up, Matt? The NASCAR Roblox, BFDI, and Gotcha Fan 20.
Welcome to the fastest internet on the largest xfinity network.
Are you crying, Uncle Ed?
No. A little.
Only from Xfinity. Unbeatable internet that means do anything, so you can do anything.
2 Sonic Chop House cheeseburgers coming up.
Adding the crispy onions.
Spreading the Chop House aioli.
Sonic Chop House cheeseburger, ready for pickup.
There's something on the ship. There's something with us here.
What do we do?
Get to the escape pods. Go now!
Okay, I'm an alien, and I got these claws. I'm climbing the wall now.
If you're making a sci-fi movie, you need to finish the special effects.
Does that look good?
And if you want to save by bundling home and car insurance, you need Geico.
Uh-oh.
See how much you could save by bundling with Geico.
Is that going to be a problem?
I'm always wanted.
Next round on me.
Hey, Robles back. You know that 17-turn nail-biting elimination race in NASCAR's playoffs, the one with all the surprise finishes and last lap passes.
Goodness.
Yep, that's the one.
I have a feeling this road course race for the Roval is going to be fun.
There's racing, and then there's Roval. Experience it for yourself. Bank of America Roval 400, Sunday, October 9th. Get your tickets at charlottemotorspeedway.com.
Fans are revved up for the new NASCAR docuseries Race for the Championship.
Oh, y'all are so loving. You guys are the best.
Don't miss a behind-the-scenes look at America's top racing series.
Been working for them. I prefer myself forward.
Every single lap, there's potential for success.
This is a whole nother level.
Race for the Championship. Thursdays at 10 on USA.
It's the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs on USA. Andy's Frozen Custard 300 from Texas Motor Speedway right now. The top 5 are all playoff drivers. Top 6 are all playoff drivers, including Josh Berry running in the 6th spot. And you saw during the break. Ty Gibbs in the 54, and how loose he got and almost ending his day. Take a look at this.
Woo, that's a big
Gosh.
with that race car. And I'll tell you,
Man.
starting in the back of the field, beginning of the day, he's worked his way up to that top.
Ty Gibbs, he just nearly lost it right there.
Fast. He hasn't been able to get out front. As you see right there, that's a big, big wiggle. Great save by that young man. Just struggling a little bit.
He got so much slower because of all that. He thought about downshifting. He put his hand over there like, I'm going to downshift this thing, get some speed going. Decided not to, but so loose on corner entry. Now he's trying to put that to Austin Hill, trying to get this front bumper to Austin Hill's rear bumper, take the air off his spoiler, get Austin Hill loose.
And Kim standing by now with John Hunter Nemechek led 60 laps of this race.
Trying to get a dominant car before ultimately causing a multi-car accident. I know restart's treacherous. Walk us through what happened.
The 7 shows.
Sheesh, so many cars are just out of this race.
I haven't seen a replay of it, but I know that the 7 shows the top behind me, started pushing. The 21 made it 3 wide on the 9, and I was 3 wide top, being able to be in the resin. And I think we ended up 4 wide at one point, which doesn't really work. Air was packed. The resin was slick up there as well. And I don't know. It's not Morocco, Toyota Supra was really fast. And thought we were going to have a shot to win the race and repeat from last year, but didn't work out. Looking forward to seeing what the future holds.
John Hunter Nemechek, again, last year's winner of this race, now out. You see on the left side of the screen the laps that they have run. And as Steve has told us, we've heard it from pit road, they're probably within 10 laps, maybe even less, of coming to pit road. Gregson, Hill, and Gibbs. Well, it's first Creed.
I thought Gibbs is a little bit quicker than Hill. But he can't find his way around him. Noah's out about 2.5 seconds on both of these guys. Right through the middle of the corners where Ty is faster. He can carry speed. Gibson is about the same, but right through the middle. Let's see what he can do down here in 1 and 2. See, gets beaten on corner entry, but then he gains it back. But his strength is in 3 and 4. That's where he's better. Just working hard and trying to find a way around. It's so difficult. Austin Hill's a good race car driver. He's not going to make many mistakes. You see he's offsetting his car, trying to get underneath him. That gets Austin a little bit loose, but Ty can't take advantage of it yet. You just got to keep doing that. Just keep doing it. Eventually you'll get there.
Marty, what are you hearing for the 54 team?
Let's battle for second. It's fun to watch, Rick. I want Jeff to ask you a question real quick. Ty Gibbs, you mentioned so good here in turns 3 and 4, but Austin Hill made a terrific point a moment ago. He said, that shade in 1 and 2 is really helping my entry. They don't have that shade in 3 and 4, so how does that throw the driver for a loop with one in the shade and one's not?
You just got to remember, so look at all the shade. See how much cooler the racetrack is? Sun's been off in front of the racetrack for a while, so that allows you to attack that corner, drive it in deeper, makes more grip. When you get down to this end of the racetrack, sun's shining on it. Right here, saw Tyler hand out the window.
Noah Gregson, also race leader, has come to pit road.
Green flag pit stops are beginning.
Gregson had a 3.5 second lead. This will be a quick pit stop for him.
Gibbs on pit road. Just those 2 so far that it shows this lap to come to pit road. Marty.
That's a terrific point by Brad. A 3.5 second lead from Noah Gregson, who's had an outstanding long run car today. So the car was just a little bit too tight, so they're going to make a small adjustment for that. Ty Gibbs, clearly very free in turns 3 and 4 as we saw earlier. So Steve, are you surprised these guys came here with 44 to go? Maybe a little bit earlier than we thought.
I have it at the end of their fuel window. I think they're coming right now because they need fuel. I mean, that's over 70 laps. We thought they could run 60. They've had over 30 laps of yellow. I think they ran as absolutely far as the fuel would let them run, and that's why we now see the 21 on pit road, Marty.
Andy Street's called a terrific race. Austin Hill's done a fantastic job behind the wheel. He talked about that shade in 1 and 2. He said that's where we're really good. He said whatever adjustment you make, Parker, make it a very small one.
And you see his teammate Sheldon Creed going away there, just good 4 tires, a little tight in the center, but a really good top 10 run for Sheldon Creed in this 2 car.
Replay pit stops happening, and that's not something that they have happening every race. So these pit crews earning their money as the guys getting on and off pit road quickly.
And the drivers, Xfinity drivers don't have that many opportunities to practice green flag pit stops. So it's a major challenge for these guys to make sure they don't have pit road penalties, don't make mistakes.
Well, Jeff, right now, if you're the 16 right here, you try to trap this 9, right? You keep the lap down as long as you can.
Well, let's see what's going on here as far as tires as well. So Josh Berry did it on lap 121. He just ran a 30-40. All right,
Yep.
So he was the fastest car on the racetrack that lap. Ty Gibbs, Noah Gregson, he's coming around. Let's see what his lap time is. This time, and we're going to know how much tires matter. Noah ran a 30-10.
Wow.
Josh Berry a 30-75. So over half a second with tires right here.
So again, Noah Gregson has already been on pit road. Austin Hill, Ty Gibbs, they're all being scored a lap down right now with 40.
They'll cycle back after green flag pit
out
stops.
front. He was on pit road at lap 114.
This 16 car, guys, could probably run about another 20 laps. The 8 car could probably run another 30 laps. You're talking about pitting inside of 15 to go. It's going to be just a splash of gas and 2 tires. So, you may not win the race with this strategy, but you're going to have a great finish. And all this time you're running in front of the 9 car, having a lap down. If a caution comes out, it's like a free pit stop. Those guys will have to stay out for the wave around. Now you'll have fresher tires and track position.
So the 16 of Allmendinger out front of the field. So many different playoff drivers with issues today.
Right now, it could seem like the only people who matter are the loudest. Those who want to tear things down and then fly away on their own personal spaceships when things get hard. But we've got 182,000 people, and they're building big things, new things. Things that will change the way we do things. And you might not know their names, but these people get up every day, working together to move us all forward.
Hitting the road, not all 5G networks are created equal. T-Mobile covers more highway miles with 5G than Verizon. T-Mobile has more 5G bars in more places than anyone. Another reason T-Mobile is the leader in 5G.
Ray Magliocci here. eBay Motors has 122 million parts. Hey, Dave.
Yep. Wait,
How are those new wipers?
they're small.
For parts that fit your vehicle, go to eBay Motors. That's right.
When safe drivers save up to 30% on their auto insurance for not answering their phone while driving, they feel like a pretty big deal.
Steve, did you get the ice?
Even if they forgot the ice. Save up to 30% on auto insurance with USAA Safe Pilot. Get a quote today. There are just 2 ways to the playoffs. The first one, elimination. But by the looks of these 12 drivers, it's safe to say that isn't an option. Now the second one is to win the whole thing and forever be called a champion. Thing is, there's only room for one. I am the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs. I am NASCAR. The characters of 911 are on USA.
Try to stay calm.
So, what happens next?
Eyes are down.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
911 tonight on USA.
Check is gonna come for a second.
There is an evil in our midst, and we must confront it.
I am risen.
Allmendinger out front looking for his fourth
Well,
win
AJ
of the
Allmendinger, your new leader.
2022 season, but it's going to take some help. He's playing a little strategy game here.
Strategy by Allmendinger there.
114 drivers that have made it to pit road already. Gregson, Austin Hill, and Gibbs. All three have been to pit road already. Kim.
And now the 98 of Riley Herbst making his stop. They told him to be very conservative. We just see them finish this race for the guys that are already out in the playoffs. Riley said it's just tight, plowing tight the front. 4 tires, Snowfield field, slight air pressure adjustment. Parker for that Ford.
And continued successful day for Ryan Sieg in this 39 team right here. He actually had a vibration towards the end of this run, so it was a timely stop for him to get off pit road and put these new tires on. No one has a tire issue in the position they are points-wise right now. Still a little too loose on the entry of each one end into turn 3, but so far a good run for 39 and Ryan Sieg.
So Allmendinger still out front, has Josh Berry running second. Sam Mayer is third. Again, all three of those drivers.
Oh boy, that's probably getting interesting there.
121 and 113, respectively. Now the question is, Jeff Burton.
Half a second now separates between Allmendinger and Berry.
Caution doesn't come out. He came to pit road on lap 129. That would be 71 laps. Could he start saving fuel and stay out there?
Well, he had 3 laps of caution also in that time. So I do think he would have to save some fuel. And then saving fuel, you're going a little bit slower. So can all this work out? Remember, he won here in trucks 2013, but they're right on the edge right here of being able to make it.
What a steal that would be if Jeff Burton could play the strategy move and get the win here at Texas.
Man, that would have been something if that would happen.
Strategy here that Steve alluded to. They want to go as far as they possibly can. So what does that mean? Well, the team has told me that's around lap 183, so about 10 laps from here. And Marty, really the question then becomes, what do you do in that stop? Is this a splash of fuel? Is it right size of fuel? It'll be interesting to see. Is there also their final set of Goodyear tires to put on that 16?
I also think, Parker, the question is how aggressive do you push this fuel run? Yeah, you could probably go that far, but you do not want to run out of fuel. Josh Berry sitting back there in the second position. Mike Baumgartner made the call, and I go back, Steve, to lap 121. He was the only playoff car to come down pit road. The playbook now wide open. So to Parker's point, Steve, how aggressive would you go? Would you go fuel only? Would you go right side tires? What would you do if you're Mike Baumgartner?
I would run it until it's on fumes because I have the 9 a lap down. I would come to pit road and I would take a splash of gas and 2 right side tires. 44 seconds, 43 seconds to put 4 tires on it. You could do 2 tires in about 37 seconds. You see the 9 car, about 5 cars behind this 8, right there, about 10 car lengths, 15 car lengths. You could probably take 2 tires, come back on pit, back on the racetrack, 4 or 5 seconds behind him, and that would just be a question of are those 2 tires good enough to run him down? But if you get a yellow, then you line up right behind him with 2 right side tires. So it would be 2 tires of fuel when I came to pit road. Kim.
And Sam Mayer will make his stop, put it into second gear. A bandaged and bruised race car doing well though, rebounding. Sam taking what should be 4 tires. We'll see if that continues to be the call. Yep,
Goodness.
4 tires for
Man,
Sam.
a lot of strategies playing so far.
Really, the decision from 2 to 4 to Parker's point or none is really when you have to pit. With 25 to go right here for Sam Mayer, he took 4 tires because he now had 25 laps of green flag racing. So if 4 tires are a couple tenths quicker, he'll make up 5 seconds on the racetrack. The longer the 8 runs, the longer the 16 runs, is pointing more and more and more to 2 tires. Although this traffic right here is killing the 8 of Josh Berry. It wouldn't shock me as soon as the 9 passes him if that's the signal for the 8 to come to pit road. We'll wait and see what they do.
Can Noah Gregson unlap himself? Can he get by AJ Allmendinger? Because right now, Berry is a half a second behind Allmendinger. There's Allmendinger, and here comes Gregson.
To your point about tires, clearly the 9 is faster than the 8, but not ridiculously faster with better tires. So, whatever you can do to make the shortest pit stop on the green, that's what you're going to do. And Allmendinger, he's out. He's out a second and a half on Noah. So it's going to take Noah a little while to get to him. He's not been able to get by Josh yet.
I gotta admit, this was better than last year's race because I watched last year's as well.
There's a little bit of radio there.
I don't know if he's expecting the 8 to help him or something, but he shouldn't be. The 8's out there running his own race. I know they're junior motorsports cars, but
AJ likes looking back, seeing these guys racing really hard. He can ride just a little bit. Doesn't have to push it too hard. Maybe save a little bit of fuel. Just stay out front. Continue to widen that gap if possible.
Longest green flag stretch today at 46 laps. And now only 21 laps remain here at Texas in this first race.
21 to go.
And there's nothing to be talking about. Josh Berry. No, Josh Berry should be on running his own race. He's not, hey, fast, but I got to make as much lap time as I can.
And Jeff Noah has asked a number of times, knowing that's his teammate right in front of him, hey, give me some help here. But again, to your point, Josh Berry's on the lead lap, sitting in second.
Well, not just the lead lap, they're racing each other for what could perhaps be the race win after a pit stop. I mean, I see what Noah's asking for, but there's
Goodness. Man, these two are just racing extremely hard right now.
Zero chance at this point in the playoffs.
Yeah, Noah doesn't see that picture, right? He doesn't understand. All he knows is that car was out there with lower tires, and I need to go. But there should be no help from him. Noah's got to be cool right here. I know he's frustrated, but Josh Berry, keep doing what you're doing.
19 laps to go.
And Rick, I told Josh Berry was about 4 more till he pits. So, Jeff, you're going to do all you can, even though he's a teammate.
Okay, so what basically has happened is that so there's been accidents where I think one car for 38 spun out. Stage 1 was won by, I'm not sure, probably by Daniel Hemrick. Yeah, Daniel Hemrick. Stage 2, I believe, was won by Noah Gregson. Stage 3, I think at the start, there was 3 big crashes on restarts. And then this is where we are now. Where it looks like Gregson, I believe, Gregson just got by Josh Berry.
So Josh Berry's going to give up second here. Again, Jeff Burton still on the lead lap, as well as Stephen Parsons. Totally different strategies here.
AJ as well.
Noah Gregson's right now. Wait, Allmendinger is currently leading. Gregson's like in 5th.
Parker.
Right, Rick, this is a lap earlier than they said as far as they could go,
but now it looks like
9 car got by the 8. That was the signal to the 16 to hit the next lap. Do you see Edge on there pull into this pit stop here? It's going to just be fuel only for the 16 to 8.
Veteran crew chief Mike Bumgarner, who's stepping off of the pit box at the end of the year to be the competition director at Junior Motorsports. Fuel only there. Now we'll see what they say.
Yeah, fuel only for both of those. For both those drivers.
Those cars are still on the apron. The 9 goes right by him.
Yep, Noah Gregson will beat them.
Now, can Jeff Burton go fast enough to stay in front of Noah Gregson? And does he have enough fuel to go all the way?
Jeff's been running about 3130s. Noah's been running 3060s. Jeff is probably in fuel savings mode.
Gregson's up to second.
Jeff Burton's currently out front.
Gregson, Hill, Allmendinger, Gibbs, 2nd through 5th. Parker.
Well, I've got bad news, Jeff, for Jeff Burton fans out there. The team is telling me he cannot make it right here, so they're going to go as far as they possibly can to maybe catch him up, and they said he cannot make it.
Well, Jeff Burton cannot make it. So, I believe, yes, after when Jeff Burton comes to pit road, Noah Gregson will be the leader.
Gregson just 3.4 seconds back. See, Mayer just about to unlap him. Now he has unlapped himself. He's at the tail end of the lead lap. Gregson coming quickly. 73 laps led already for Noah. There's race leader Jeff Burton in the 27.
Rich, you guys covered the blend really well. You see a big battle right here between Gibbs and Allmendinger. The big difference I see is who has tires left if the yellow does come out with 14 to go, because with only 11 cars on the lead lap, fresh tires would be a big advantage. That's the reason I believe the 16 and the 8 did not put tires on, is they just don't feel tires are worth enough to run the 9 back down and win the race. So the only way to win the race is to have a set of tires if the yellow comes out.
Yeah, Noah. Yeah, Gregson's probably going to win this one.
21 car, he's in third, and he's been making laps.
He's probably going to make history since like 4 decades ago, winning 4 Xfinity races in a row.
Austin Hill running second. Third, Allmendinger. Gibbs is fourth. Josh Berry in fifth. Once Burton making his pit stop, if he's not able to get all the way to the end of this race on fuel.
This right here, these two cars side by side, potentially can hold Noah up a little bit. No air at all for Noah to get his car to handle the way he wants, and Austin Hill take advantage of it this lap.
That's race lead right here. Noah Gregson trying to go by the 27. And
What?
Gregson out.
Yep, Gregson will easily take the lead.
He gets to the lead now. Burton probably come down pit road and take advantage of opportunity to get some fuel. But Jack and Austin Hill continue to make pace. He is coming. He is running him down, and that slowed up.
Look at Noah, Austin Hill there. Keep an eye out for him.
It was about a second difference between.
Yeah, a little less than a second.
The 9 and
Oh, Austin Hill's coming, folks. We could have a great finish, maybe.
Gregson able to get by Sieg, but with those passes, it has allowed the 21 of Austin Hill to close the gap.
Yep, Austin Hill's coming, folks.
Of Mills relatively quickly. As fast as Noah's been today, Austin's going to have to be perfect in traffic and maybe have to catch Noah in a bad spot with traffic.
Noah's got a wide, clean racetrack in front of him.
Now it's 9 laps to go.
Yep, number 9 to go.
Noah Gregson coming into the playoffs has definitely had momentum. Of course, the 3 wins in a row. But the last 8 races, 50% of those, he's won. 6 out of the 8, he has finished in the top 5. He's led 267 laps. His average finish just under 5.5. Marty Noah looks like he's well on his way to that 4th win in a row.
Yep, looks like it.
From his 7th win of the year. When I talked to Luke Lambert this morning, he said what's been so impressive to me this year is the maturing of Noah Gregson, his preparation, his execution.
I've been gaining some respect for Noah Gregson because of his maturity.
Even earlier this year. And Jeff, with 4 in a row, he could tie Sam Hart for 4 straight Xfinity Series wins. You know this series. When you can mention Sam Hart, that's a good day. But I think, Jeff, we're seeing Noah Gregson drive on a completely different level, certainly ready for Cup next year.
Yeah, anytime he can be in any category of Sam Hart, that's a great thing. Luke Lambert talking about Noah Gregson's maturity and how he's changed this year. Well, Luke Lambert has a lot to do with that. Luke Lambert is a quality crew chief. He is a Cup quality crew chief in the Xfinity Series.
All right, 6 to go.
Paired with Noah Gregson to show the world he can win races. Take Noah Gregson, make him a better race car driver, make him so he can execute, make the right decisions. This has been a great period in Junior Motorsports for these 2 guys.
Yeah, and they've launched really since, like we talked about earlier, the incident at Road America with Noah Gregson and several other drivers, and he is really, really matured. You see it. You get to watch it up close, to watch you saw the contrition the weeks afterwards, and then you get to see him put his words into action. And here we are. We have a mature race car driver, Luke Lambertson, a great job. Gives him a lot of confidence. He's got great race cars from JR Motorsports. Great combination. He's maximizing his potential. Fun to watch.
It was announced earlier this year that Noah Gragson would move to the Cup Series in 2023. He'll drive for Petty GMS in the 42 car. And Noah Gragson already has the most wins in a season for any junior motorsports driver, and looking to increase that record to 7 wins if he's able to hold on for 3 1/4 laps. Austin Hill back there, a 2.5 behind Noah. This time by 3 laps remaining.
Yep. And Gragson, hold on.
He scored in the 11th position.
He's got an outstanding day.
Yep. Sheldon Creed in 7th. He's on the lead lap, but a non-playoff driver having a heck of a day.
Also, CJ McLaughlin in 8 and 9.
Yeah, also on the lead lap right now, as we're coming up on 2 laps to go.
2 to go.
Parker.
And guys, AJ Allmendinger has a right front issue right now. Like you just said, it's starting to unravel. He said
Oh, right front.
And now trying to nurse it home these last couple laps, but a big right front issue for the 16
Oh,
pairwise.
right front issue for Allmendinger.
Going really slowly. No one's close to him right now. Lap and a half to go. He's way off the pace, trying to keep this tire together.
Yeah, 8 cars right now on the lead lap, and of those 8,
Yeah, we're coming around the white flag here.
there's only 1 that is not a playoff driver. 1 lap to go.
1 lap to go.
So the playoff drivers that haven't had.
Looks like Noah Gragson's going to make history here.
Some slow on the racetrack now, like Allmendinger, trying to hang on to a lead lap finish here and a top 8 finish. But it's going to be 4.
Coming out of 4. Noah Gragson. Noah Gragson wins at Texas.
39 years.
And Noah Gragson does it, guys. Gragson wins.
Sam Martin did it back in 1983. Noah Gragson has done it in 2022.
Thank you, guys. Good work.
If you're unfamiliar,
Yeah, let's go. Noah Gragson won.
and his wins, Noah normally puts about everything on the line during a race. And sometimes
Get a surprise.
we get a little upset stomach. And it does not end up well for the driver's suit.
What an amazing stat.
Incredible.
4 in a row.
Man, 4 in a row for Gragson. I think he's going to win the championship at this rate.
A long time this year, and to do this in this year in a lot of different ways. They haven't had the fastest car every week. They found a way, executed, wins 4 in a row, and now has this guy not the favorite, right? So the rest of the playoffs, a lot of speed.
Well, he's just won his way into the next round, and that's huge.
Yep, Gragson's going to burn it down here.
Just taking advantage of every situation, maximizing potential throughout the day. Like I say, not always the fastest car, even though they were very fast today. And we mentioned the same name with Sam R, who I got to watch racing in the old Busch Series back in the day, who was absolutely phenomenal race car driver. That is a tremendous honor.
Man, that's awesome for Noah Gragson.
Greats, absolute greats that have come between Sam Martin and Noah Gragson that have not accomplished what Noah Gragson just did.
Tremendous feat. Tremendous feat.
And definitely a crowd favorite as you hear the Texas fans cheering him on. He's going to come through the hatch.
Wow. Congrats, Noah Gragson. Deserved it. Starting to gain respect for you, bud.
They like to climb the fence. That's another thing that we've seen a lot out of Noah and his crew. One other thing, Noah and his crew like to go to Waffle House after a win. As a matter of fact, the last one they went to was after Bristol. They went to the Waffle House, and Noah paid for everybody in the Waffle House's meal when they were there.
That was outstanding. Outstanding. Wow, what a performance by Noah Gregson today. You know, he was going to be the guy to beat. He and the 18, he and John Hunter Nemechek had a heck of a battle going on. He survived it and has done just an outstanding job again today. And he gets the big
Yep, congrats, Gregson.
Cooled the driver off. Very hot day here in Texas. He's going to catch his breath. And we'll let him chat with Marty.
7th win, Texas race fans who braved the heat today for Noah Gregson this year. 4th in a row. I hope you know the name Sam Hard in the Xfinity Series. That is very rarefied air. Why are you driving Noah Gregson on a different level this year and right now?
We just got a badass Bass Pro Shop team. This number 9 team, man, they're on fire. All you fans, you keep us motivated. Want to come back and win more races for you. You guys are awesome. We appreciate you. Thanks for coming out. Just this team, the pit crew's done awesome. Our car was as fast as Xfinity Internet all day, and just so thankful for the opportunity. Johnny Morris, Rusty Sellers, Evan and Matt, Black Rifle Coffee.
Oh no, I'm hearing those stupid Let's Go Brandon things again. Oh my god, no.
2020, and just executed a great race. Luke Lambert and the rest of the boys, they did a great job. Another win for the Hendrick Engine Shop, so thank you. Had a lot of speed under the hood. And, it's last year I was standing with Justin Haley. We saw John Hunter racing the Andes Frozen Custard Trophy over his head. You're like, man. He said, man, I would have tried a little harder if I would have seen that trophy. And it was, and that made me motivated. I was like, damn, I want that thing too. So we came back, and the team did a great job, but.
So yeah, Noah Gregson, he wins today at Texas for the Xfinity race.
3 in a row to finish the regular season. You win the playoff opener. What does that
Well,
say about
Gregson
this
advances to the next round, folks.
Just really, really fun. Very grateful. Everybody back at Chain Motorsports, we're working really hard. Everybody back in the Fab Shop. Really.
How many wins is this for Gregson this season? I know he's won at Talladega. I know he's won Darlington. Is this his 5th win of the season? Let me check.
The team right now, this number 9 Bass Pro Shop team. Thank you, Johnny Morris, JD, everybody involved. And man, I'm driving my ass off, but I'm having fun while we're doing it. And it's fun when you get to do burnouts and go get some waffles after. Let's go, baby.
Hey, Rick, you mentioned Waffle House. Welcome to the round of 8 for Noah Gregson.
No crap, he actually has 7 wins now. Oh my gosh.
He does shotgun a beer with fans. They've climbed the fence. There you have it. You hear him chanting, climb the fence.
Yeah, they hear him. I hear the crowd chanting, climb the fence.
What an impressive effort by this race team. I mean, they just were on top of their game again today. We picked against them, just trying to give some other people some opportunity and some hope. But that number 9 car is for real. They are absolutely marching their way toward the championship, and I don't see anyone getting in their way. It's pretty high.
Yep, they're climbing the fence.
A familiar spot for Noah Gregson is the SpeedyCash.com victory lane, and that's where he is heading next. 7 wins already in 2022.
Man, 7 wins.
The playoffs as the favorite now. A dominating performance here, out front for 85.
Well, everyone.
Noah Gragson has won his way to the next round of the playoffs. The Texas winner does it again.
COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too.
Well, everyone, that is it for the Xfinity Andy's Custard 300 race reactions. I had fun reacting to this race. This race was better than last year's, definitely, and I'm excited for the Cup race. I hope it's not too boring, and hopefully it's not as controversial as the All-Star race. So, yeah, what do you guys think about this race? I think it was I think it was good. It was I would grade it a 6 out of 10. So, yeah, this race was really awesome, and I can't wait to react to the Cup race tomorrow. So, yeah. Anyways, this is Preston signing off. Peace out, my fans.